Turning practice to perfection took some trying. Who'da thought that I'd get my next blessing from some lines? I turned this rap shit into my profession and defied all they projections. No ceiling on what's manifesting in my mind, cause I get stronger when the pressure build. More hunger, what's next to kill. Grind with the time I had and get paid over time. This so refined, just peep the detail. And it's all for retail. I used to get my inspo from the store that was for... Now we don't cross my mind so much cause everything high. I don't even check the traffic flow cause everything fly. Before us whips, now I got extra keys. Just text my lady, I'm the greatest, she said yes indeed. Can't play it safe, I'm taking risks cause I know what could be. Where that could lead, you best believe I'll be the first to see. I paid the price to know my worth so I can't work for free. And put my soul in every moment, it's all sacrifice. Just by what you think worth the bleed. What you think worth the scars? Girl, it's way more to the...
Everything you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone. Baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want. Always dance and sing. You're captivating me. All I need is to know that I'm in your heart and never be apart. All I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby. I can give you everything you want. Everything you want. My life wasn't perfect, yeah, I know that now.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Let me say what's up to the people. And I'll tell you guys why I am tired of having motherfucking politically correct lives. Oh my God. Listen, I wake up on a daily basis like, hey, don't piss anybody off. Relax, chill out. And I'm not going to call controversial figures to come up here and yell so that y'all are entertained. You know what I do. I give y'all the information. We keep it moving. But I'm so tired of having political lives. I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna push some buttons. It is what it is. It'll be quite interesting going over to Mo Betta's party today after I push buttons. I'm just gonna say what it is, and everybody can be mad. Okay, but anyway, what's up? What's up, Sour Patch? Hey, Sour Patch, I heard you went live at 4 a.m. Not sure what the 4 a.m. slot was for. I heard you were dragging and doing all that, but you could let me know. Let me know because I don't give a damn anymore. I'm telling you. Hey, like I've tried to like be beef sector envy, not most beef sector envy, but it is what it is. Let's go. Did you see over there how cringy they were about me going live? Oh my god, Envy's going live, but oh, can we find anybody in the entire world that'll go live instead of him? Man, you hating ass. My god, you hating ass people, boy. Man, I'm so tired of supporting everybody. You motherfuckers ain't shit. What's up, Shauna? What'd you say? What'd you say? Hey, Sugar, Miss Sugar Plum, what it do? Hey, Lolo's in the building. Lolo. Hey, Lolo, let us know what we can do for you. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple things going on. Since you told you to, I'm not gonna go into it or anything like that, but let us know what we can do for you. Not just the basic stuff. We get it, but can we do anything above and beyond for you? Shauna, what'd you say? But I saw the slick disrespect you paid me in the chat. You tell Bizarre you will go live right away when she asks, but I share you out and you tell me you will go live next week. And I don't know who you're talking to. There's Lolo. Oh, you talking about Lo? Wait, I sent a few messages. Oh, you and Lolo. What the hell? I love you and I pray for you now. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so basically that's a conversation between you and Lolo. What's up, Ginger Spice? Tiffany Black's in the building with the headphones. Hey, Tiffany Black. I was like, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Because I went under your community wall, or not community wall, but yeah, community wall, not live. Went under your community wall and asked you a question, and I was like, oh damn, should I have asked her a question? I do everything in front of the scenes. I don't canoodle and start taking notes and coming up with plays or whatever the case may be behind the scenes. That's why I went in front of the scenes, Tiffany, wrote you the damn note or whatever, and hopefully you saw it. But if you did and you did want me to write you a damn note, say FUMB. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you saw it because we're cool. But I just wanted to let you know. I was like, damn. What up, YouTube cameras? How you doing? Oh, Sour Patch. I'm watching your replay. That's what's up, YouTube cameras. Yeah, I'm asking her because going live at 4 a.m., that's something else. Driving and listening, that's what's up, Bizarre. You're going to go get the sound bites, I believe. You're going to get two of the sound bites hair done today. I appreciate you, Ms. Bizarre, for being a good mother and also, inspiring me to go live. I appreciate it. Dreamy, what it do? Adrian, what's up? Let's see, just chilling's in the building. What'd you say? Envy. What will Ghetto Audio at Road do without Lemon if he leaves for 2 weeks? Listen, ghetto will be ghetto. You know what I'm saying? He has a good time, whatever. Audio pretty much sticks with his own format, so I don't think it matters to him. Ro, I honestly I haven't seen Lemon over there except for what's up. I already said what's up to Pizarro. I have no idea. I haven't seen Lemon ever rely on Ro to go live. I think he just stopped by there. You know what I'm saying? To say what's up or whatever. What up, Sneaky Link? I love what you're doing over there still. Mom Bear, yes, you are right. I remember saying that, hey, you don't come into my live or whatever, but you're here. Oh, and YouTube cameras, I really do appreciate the redirect. Thank you very much. I got you back. All right. Because there's a couple pieces of information I want to bring your way. Believe it or not. I'm not just making that up. I swear I'm not making that up. Slappadons in the building. Hey, Slappa, can you type in the chat if you're or on the panel or whatever? Are you involved in the competition tonight? And I heard that SP came in or whatever. Like, do we have the contestants? I guess SP and Slapper came into the mix. Hey, Slapper's got all that shit going on in the background, and you can tell he's on the computer a lot, and he knows what the hell he's doing. Once y'all added him to the once y'all added him to the list, I was a little intimidated. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Stacy? What it do, Bobby? What's this 333, Bobby? Huh? You can't act rogue around here. We know who you are. Team Envy. That's what's up, Tiffany Black. Listen, yeah, listen. Okay, here's what I'll do for you, Tiffany. After this live, I'm gonna go under your community wall one more time and I ask you the same question. All right, because at this point, reading your chat, it seems like you just missed it or whatever. Let's see. Let's see. What the hell is this? Watching Envy keep grinding. Shit. Hey, Envy keep grinding. Envy is trying to grind. I'll tell you what, man, my real job and all the other stuff, like I've devoted a lot more time to YouTube because I actually enjoy doing YouTube, but it's a very emotional thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you try to get your supporters, you try to get your subscribers, you try to like put on a good show. When you put on a good show as a content creator, you are on a content creator high. Like, hell yeah, I did this. When you put on a bad show, it is hell. It really is. It's like, damn. And that's what makes us nervous when we press the go live button. We don't know what the hell is going to happen, but I do have the link drop today. So, I might, as I said, I might piss some people off. Do not hit the link. Do not write in the chat any crazy shit or whatever, because then I'll just get worse. Okay. This is like rage bait, you guys. I didn't make a video though. Okay. All right, Slapper. Yeah, I didn't figure a lot of people were making a video, to be honest with you, Slapper. I thought it was just the music part or whatever because Sir Kane's going to be in it, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I would have asked Mo Betta for the list. So I could, so I could announce them and we could we can make our predictions basically. Okay. No, 150 in his live, 115. Just chilling. 115K. Yeah, have you seen the number two YouTuber, Speed? Speed was at the. I always think about, oh my gosh, these people look at the numbers of the chat, this and that. Man, listen, I took a picture of it. Speed was out at the World Cup, and he had 665,000 people in the chat. He's in competition with Mr. Beast out there. But anyway, don't compare yourself to others. Hey, okay, you know me. You know me because I'm the one that says A and I spell it like that. But no, I'm not gonna compare myself to other people, man. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I compare myself to other people is, I got to get through a whole lot of hate and all that other bullshit, right? After seeing Kaikanet numbers, yeah. Bobby, hope you're having an awesome day. And see, my thing is right here, a lot of us, we really do this for our core supporters. We know that the algorithms aren't going to be algorithming because we're in sectors, and YouTube doesn't give a damn about sectors. YouTube cares about engagement. YouTube cares about y'all in the chat. YouTube cares about leaving comments below the description after our videos. They care about shorts, short form videos. Listen, you gotta really work with YouTube if you don't have support within sectors or whatever. What'd you say? 99% of those are social media, they don't get those kind of numbers. Y'all know I'm worried about the 1% at the top. We ain't worried about them. Most of us are 40. Yeah, hey, listen, I'm in my 40s. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the numbers of the chat versus comments. Well, Adrian, yes, absolutely. I mean, that's hate watchers too. Now, don't get me wrong. I know you're talking about like them buying bots and stuff over there. They could have. I have no idea. I don't even know how to buy bots. So I've heard all about it. I've heard all about it and shit. But yeah, your chats are supposed to be chatting. Mo Better, I really do appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. Oh my gosh, you're going to have a great show. I can't wait. Whew, I can't wait. Like for real. That's what I do for a living. So I'm going to be very critical of beats per minute, bridges, all that other kind of stuff. So I know I'm not a judge, but hey, hey, contestants, I'm gonna be in the chat talking about shit. All right. And I heard you talk about like the backups and whatnot, but hopefully, as I said, hopefully we see, the synergy between you and some of the judges or whatever, right? And I'm still thinking about you, Mo. Better. I want your surgery to go well. I know that it's a blessing. It's a blessing right now. I don't look at the surgery being like a deterrent. I look at it as being a blessing because obviously you don't want to be, in a situation that that it could grow. I try not to say exactly what the problem is, even though a lot of people know. I just don't think it's appropriate for me to say like why you're having the surgery, but you already know I'm thinking about you. Okay, I support young black better women getting to their bag. I appreciate that. Just chilling. I'm trying to get to my bag for real, for real. I try to use this as a networking channel to do bigger and better things. You know what I mean? Merchandise, music, whatever it is. This is a little channel where I get up here and talk my shit. A lot of people don't like me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think I'm boring, whatever it is, but I'm not a front man. I never have the microphone in my hand. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that the contracts get signed. Not that the artists get online. All right. Everybody hate watches. Whoever says they don't is a damn lie. I mean, I love it when people, Sour Patch, I love it when people say, oh, I don't watch him or I don't watch her. Well, then why the hell do you know everything that the person's doing? Oh, because somebody sends me clips. No, the fuck they don't. Okay, I've been a content creator for about 8, 9 years, and anybody still know they ain't sending as many clips as y'all claim that you know about the show. Like you could literally go down your whole outline to this show, and y'all say they're sending clips. Incorrect. You're lying. You're watching the show. Hey, I haven't had a chicken salad. There we go, Adrian. Actually, I was referring to the quality of the comments engaging in the chat, the numbers. Right. Well, right, Adrian. Absolutely. It literally is not about the total number at all. If you have core supporters, I've had the same core supporters for years. That's why I come out here. When I have 4, 5, 600 and shit in the chat, people are just here watching. But I mean, what's it gonna make? $5? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Molly, I'm gonna do it for you today. Okay, I'm gonna piss some folks off. I'm gonna keep it real. Usually I hold back and say, "Oh, I'm not gonna say that person's name," and they're okay and this and that. Well, you know what? Today that's not it. All right, Shauna, what's up, Shauna? This entire area is built off hate watching. Yes, it is built off hate watching. What's up, Shauna? What you got? I can't hear you. Just chilling. How far can Hate Watchers numbers get you for not nowhere, Adrian? Absolutely nowhere. Hold on, let me put my banner
Can,
up and make this.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's going on, Shauna?
Okay. Hey, how are you? I just wanted to, first of all, this was my mistake. I tried to communicate without R and Y. I should have never done that shit because she's our interpreter. She's the translator. Okay,
It's
first of
okay,
all, if I ever say something in your chat, can you just
right?
assume that 100% of the time I'm saying something stupid, flip it, funny? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm only here to be a clown. I'm not here to have any ruckus or any drama. So if I say it, try to read it in that kind of in that narrative. Because you read what I
What?
said, and it sounded like I was attacking you, and I was just like kind of giving you like light shade. It was like, oh, see, um,
I'm confused.
uh, well, Pizarro, I said, oh, Pizarro asked you to go live and you jumped right away, but I asked you to go live. You said, oh, no, I'll see you next week. I'll go live next week. Like I was just kind of being sarcastic, like giving you a little shit, but you read it in a totally like the
No,
wrong
but
tone, and that was my
who
fault.
said they're going? Who said they're going live next week? I'm trying
Nobody,
to
that was
break.
the point.
Shauna. I'm trying to break this down. You came up
I'm
here and
sorry.
said
It's my fault. I will never address you without R and Y on the panel again.
no, no,
It
no,
was
no,
my
no.
fault.
I have my own. I have my own channel. RMI has her own channel. What I'm saying
But
is, you
you
came
and
up
I
here.
don't communicate well. We
Why
just never
not?
have for some reason. I don't know. But I think because when you read things that I type, I feel like you think that I'm attacking you. It's like always immediately you think that
No, I
I'm
don't.
okay. But well, that's how I perceive it. It's like
Why do you
every
sound
time you
so
read something online,
frustrated?
because I am frustrated.
So you're frustrated about a chat that you put in the comments, and you assume that I read it a certain way. Like, do you know I
Mm,
talk shit about everybody? I don't care like what people put in the chat as long as they're not crazy.
okay, but except for the things that you read of mine are always under the wrong narrative. Always.
Well,
So
you
like,
tend to, Sean. You tend to send chats to people. You're commenting to people in the chat more than you
but
are like to
that's
me
but that's
directly.
wrong. I was commenting to you directly, and that's where the confusion came in. You thought that I was talking to somebody else. I was talking to you, and I was trying to make a joke, and you did not read it like that. You read it as, first of all, you said, "Who are you talking to?" Like I was coming for you, which I wasn't. And it was a joke playing off of our chat, our interaction in the last chat that we were just in, where I said, "Hey, are you going to go live at 2 o'clock?" And you said, "Actually, I'm going to go live a little earlier." And then um, Pizarro popped in and said, "Oh, hey, go live now. Well, I'll come over." And I said, "Oh, see how it is? Pizarro asked you to go live. You go live now. But for me, I'll go live next week." It was a joke, and you didn't
I
hear it
didn't
like
say
that.
I'd go live next week. Like, why would I say that when I go live like 5 days a week? I had no
Um,
plans on not going live. Maybe you're confused. Like
no,
maybe
I
you.
understand. I think we don't communicate well. For some reason, you I don't know. We just don't communicate well. But I
Putting
wanted you to
you got
know
to
that I
give
was
me an
not trying to be
example.
flippant with anybody. I wasn't trying to be flippant with you. I wasn't trying to be flippant with Lolo. I was just trying to make a joke. That
Now
was it. I was trying to be
Lolo. Now
funny.
you talk about Lolo. Shawnee, you have me confused. Okay, so are you talking
All right,
about
well,
putting the chat
why
in
don't you go
YTC?
back to your chat at the end of this and read what you say? Because I think that you're forgetting what you're narrating. But
How do I read
this
what
is
I
exactly what
say when I
happened in the
can only
beginning.
hear? I can only hear what I say. How can I read it?
Well, okay, then listen to what you say. What? Why?
No, no, I don't
Um,
have any idea where you're coming from. Like, I mean, give me a
yeah, that's the
specific
problem.
example.
That's the
Like,
problem. That's the problem.
what
We don't
what are
communicate
you,
well. I said that like 3 times now.
Shauna? But you're not giving me. You said that you wrote in the chat, and I was going live. Are you saying like in YTC's chat? Like, let's break it down. Are you saying in YTC's chat that you put something
What the
in
fuck? Am I
there
speaking
that I didn't
Spanish?
like?
No, I'm
No.
not saying that.
um. Okay, so
So,
like,
Envy, I don't know how to say it in a different way. This is the problem that I came up here with. I think that you and I do not communicate well. You
okay,
took something that I meant as a joke and totally misinterpreted it 2 times.
what was the
And so
joke?
I came up here to correct that. And now it's making it worse actually because you're not hearing me. For some reason, you cannot hear me. I don't know what it
I'm
is.
asking
You
you
just
a
can't hear
direct
me.
question. It's not about hearing you. I'm saying, what specifically are you talking about? You making a joke? Say, hey, I said such and
I
such.
said it 2 other times, Envy. How many times would you like me to say it? I can't say it any differently to make you understand.
Wow. I mean, all I'm asking you, hey, here's what I said. You just like, I need to know what you said. We don't communicate well. That's a very general thing. All I need you to do is say, hey, at this particular moment, this is what I said, and you took it wrong. I don't know where to go from there. Like, you say we don't communicate well. Do you have like an example?
Yes, I've given it to you two
What's
other
up,
times. I'm
ladies?
going to
Do
give it to you again. Okay.
okay.
When
What's up, honey love? What's up? Go ahead. C Mac, just
the
chilling.
go live next week was a joke. I was trying to be flippant about, oh yeah, I'll go live whenever like kind of just a joke. It wasn't a big thing.
Okay.
It wasn't supposed to be serious. But
No,
you
I'm
took
not
that
taking.
part,
I don't take that. I don't take those types of things serious because
but
if
you
you
held
say
on
I'm
to
not,
that part as like a main piece of information. It wasn't the main piece of information. It was just supposed to be like something
BJ,
stupid and
please
satirical.
stop. Okay, so I don't remember you saying that I'm not going live till next week because it's Saturday. Next week
Oh
is in
fuck.
2 days.
Okay. I don't know. Listen. This is not going anywhere. It's not going to progress, and I'm just going to stop now. Okay.
Right,
Uh,
Shauna.
I really thought that this was going to go completely different. And that, again, my
But you're
mistake.
not telling me what am I supposed to go out? Hey,
Actually,
chat.
I am.
Am
You
I
just can't hear it.
tripping?
So you're not going to put that on me. I'm telling
Well,
you
let
very
me
clearly,
see.
actually, very directly, exactly what the problem is more than one time, and you cannot hear it. I don't know what that is, but that's not my problem. That's a you problem. All right, Andy, you have a good night, okay?
All right.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow. Okay. Uh, let, am I tripping? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Chat. What? Lady Stupid's over, so it's not stupid anymore. You said, Envy, read my comment. You better be good, Soul Sister. Hold on a second. Like now you guys got me start. Remember, I told y'all I might start tripping today, might piss a few people off or whatever. Well, that was not a good start. Soul Sister, what the hell did you say? Envy said he will go live at 2 or earlier. Then he said, I'll go live now. So what? Like, I don't understand. What's up, Brooklyn Star? Appreciate you being here. I always look for you in the chat. I understand what she's saying. She just made, just kidding. Okay. Uh, is there something wrong with me just asking somebody directly what the issue is if I'm confused? Like, how am I supposed to know everything in the world that goes on? You got to handle that. I'm not handling shit. Like, people know better. Like, I'm not handling shit. If I don't understand, if I give somebody the opportunity where I ask a specific question, oh, we don't communicate well. Hey, I'm like, okay, give me an example. Am I tripping? So does the chat know what the hell just happened? I'll be in the clouds. I'm at the spa, but listening. That's what's up, honey love. Enjoy the spa. Let's go. Happy freaking Saturday. You know what I mean? Like more people need to go to the spa and get their minds right, obviously. Jesus Christ. Charlotte was like, Jesus Christ, God damn, fucking that. What? Anyway, let's keep going. Anyway, her toe was out of line. So I deal. Hey, the conversation, there is no conversation. You said I did something wrong. Doesn't Don't people say, let me inquire to see what I did wrong? Anyway, I did enjoy the candid engagement though. Adrian, you've been in here enough. You know me, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna just say what I well, actually, like sometimes I do give a damn, but today I don't. I already know after today, the next time I go live, I'm gonna be blacked out, skipped over, shared around, and all that other shit because they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, Evie said this. He doesn't usually talk like that." Well, today we're talking like it. Okay, we all understand what she said. That's not the point. Okay, cool. She was just making a sarcastic remark. Okay, all right. Listen, okay, she made a sarcastic remark. I don't remember what the sarcastic remark was. If she's talking about, I just didn't communicate with anybody and say I'm not going live until next week. I have nothing against Shauna. I was just confused. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just confused. Okay. She just disrespected you. Listen, dude. Like, it, it's YouTube. I can't stop the way that people feel about me. I can't stop the way that I can't stop anything. It's YouTube. So if she feels like I did so, she feels like I did something. I don't know. Sour Patch, what's up?
Hey, hold on. Let me close my other tab. I think I have a tab
What you
open.
said because she seems like
Okay.
she didn't see it. That's all. Okay. All right. What
Are you
up,
able to
Born
hear
Dog?
me?
What's going on? Envy faces on floor. Good job. Jesus Christ, Molly. What's up? Yeah, I can hear you just
Okay,
fine.
cool, cool.
Index
Hey,
your energy.
Envy.
Don't
Hey,
be sarcastic
everybody.
like yourself and myself. Okay, Adrian. I'm sarcastic as well. I just didn't
Oh,
know how to like fix the issue. I didn't
okay,
know
Envy. Let me, um, cause
what.
I'm just gonna. So I'll kind of explain it a little bit, but it is what
Okay.
it is. I mean, we can just move on from that if it's still.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, I'm definitely
but
moving on because people aren't going to be happy after I give my commentary today. But
oh,
go ahead.
oh
Oh yeah.
shit. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So we'll
I'm
move it
tired
along.
of I'm tired of getting along with people. So fuck it. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, now with our Shauna. Now, Shauna is a big supporter, but, sometimes there is a miscommunication. We
What's
might
up,
bump heads
Leslie?
once in a while. It happens.
Right.
But so from what I understand, when she dropped down in the chat, she was said something. She was being facetious, right? She was saying, "Wow, Envy, when I asked you when are you gonna go live, you said something like sometime next week." But then, as soon as YTC asked you if you're gonna go when you're gonna go live, you said, "I'm going live now." So she felt like,
But
damn,
I didn't say
YTC,
anything about next week.
or another day, or maybe you weren't
No,
specific.
I
Like,
said I would adjust the time, is all I said. I said
is that
I
what you
was
said?
going
Okay.
live at 2 o'clock. I said I was going live at 2 o'clock, waiting for YTC to get finished with her commentary. And then I was going to go ahead and go live earlier today, because I had it
Uh-huh.
set up at 2 o'clock if YTC was finished. That's what I said.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't know if because that's a lot. I've that Did she miss that message, or maybe she took it like maybe you
It's
kind of
Sour
you.
Patch. That's
Well, hold
literally
on.
what I typed.
Yeah, but maybe like your response to her, according to her, this is I'm only seeing what her
Okay.
interpretation. This is her interpretation from what I see, that she felt
Hmm.
like when it came to her, you kind of like blew her off, like, "Well, I'll go live at some time," or something to that effect. But then when YTC, and really, really, like she said from the beginning, she was being facetious. She really wasn't even in her
Okay,
feelings
well,
about it.
maybe I wasn't in that mood. The reason why I say that is I can't stand, like, I hate it when people are like, "Oh, this person go live, this person go live, who's going live, that person's going live." This
Yeah, I
like
get
I'm
it,
going live at 2. It gets annoying. Like
and you don't have to
after a
explain to.
certain point of time getting skipped over. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like I always look to see who else is going live in this, and I'm just, the
I think she
support is
just,
just
you know
crazy to
how
me.
sometimes we just say like, "Oh, what am I, chopped liver?" It was kind of like one of those facetious comments. It wasn't even all for all that. Like, you didn't have to. She
I
wasn't
see what she
expecting you to.
okay.
She wasn't expecting you to give her an exact time when you would go live. But it's like,
Right.
damn, I task you, and you're like, "Oh, well,
Oh,
sometime later." And then when YTC, "Oh, I'm going live," and she was kind of like that, like, "Oh, what am
I
I,
see
chopped
what you're
liver?"
saying.
And
I
but
see what
see,
you're saying.
when you say things in a text or writing, it's easy to take it out of context, because the way you're talking is not the way it sounds when you read it. Because when you read it, and that's why I was like, "Damn, Shauna, what happened?" Because I kind of thought she was upset too. Because she's like, "Oh,
Okay.
NV, when it comes to
I
me, you didn't do that. But when it comes to YTC, okay, but now you're throwing me." And I was like, "Whoa, whoa."
No, I get okay, I get that. Well, I had a lot of people doing a lot of things. Like Davner was going to see if I was live. And then like when you're the last person kicked or picked on the kickball team, sometimes it sucks.
Yeah, and you're on a different mode. Like, we're in
Yeah.
different levels in our head, right? So you're reading the comments, you're a little bit, kind of like, okay, what's going to happen? You're getting ready for your show. And then you read that, and I think you took it, because I kind of read it. And then I remembered, things can get taken out of context,
Maybe
like I
she
said,
thought that I
easily
said, okay,
when you're
well,
typing it.
maybe she thought I said next week when I was saying in a little bit or next or
See,
like okay, so her perception is that she was saying that, I said next sometime next week. And what I meant was like next after YTC, like later, like today, it was
yeah,
scheduled.
like just basically like, oh, see, that's why when I type something and I'm being funny, or if I always try to, if you see, I'll put a heart, or a smiling or a laughing cry emoji. So like it doesn't sound like I'm
Mhm.
being angry, or because
Right.
it's easy to read
You
something
changed
and
the
think
tone
like,
of it.
damn, you're coming at me.
Right.
Exactly. So I try to put
Now
those
I feel
emojis
you. Shauna, I
because it
mean,
is easy to take it out of context.
Shauna and I had a
Yeah.
miscommunication. That's it. Like I don't have a
Yeah.
problem. I would definitely tell Shauna I got a problem. Like it was a miscommunication. She thought I
It
meant last
was.
week and I thought I meant 1:30. But these
I
people
think she
really,
was
really,
just like
really,
thinking
yeah,
that you were quick to tell YTC, "Oh, I'm doing it now," because she asked you when, and you were like, "Now." And it's just one of those things. But
I get it.
it happens. We all
Right.
have a miscommunication. It's not a. To me, she didn't even come across.
What's up,
It wasn't
winner?
coming. She wasn't coming at you in any way. But she got a little
Okay.
frustrated because she did explain, what she said, but it just like again, it just y'all weren't
Yeah.
meeting
It
and
was a
it wasn't a meeting of mind.
miscommunication because
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Shauna at
And
all
Shauna's so
whatsoever.
sweet.
Like,
Shauna's
and my
always
thing is,
funny.
I don't like yes people either. Like, tell me when there's an issue. Don't always tell me I'm right. Don't always agree with me.
Right.
So I respect Shauna for bringing up, the issue, and we're gonna move forward from there. But these
Yeah, it
people are
was just one
dying
of
for
those
my
like
commentary.
and I get in that too. I get in that mode like what am I, chopped liver? What we can and I will come out like that. So if you already know, well, you know me already, I talk my shit. But
Hey,
I mean it with love. I mean it with love when I say
I look at everybody the same. All right. You
it.
said, and that's his right. Okay. Yeah.
Hey
Exactly.
Adrian. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, I'm walking away right here for a second. Um,
Okay, hey, just
I,
chilling. Hey
and I'm
Shauna, we're
gonna
still
ask
here,
you.
boo.
I'm probably gonna ask you a little later why you went live at 4 a.m. But Jesus,
Oh, I was heated.
oh, you were.
Yeah.
Damn, you just couldn't help it. You're like, I'm
I
going live.
had to get my shit off. I was pissed. Um it's okay. To make a long story short, something happened over there with PA and Terry, and he said he was
Yeah.
gonna you caught that first part of the he was gonna throw some spells on the beef sector, and Terry got all in her feelings, and and then other dumb bitches went up there. And so then after that, PA said something out of line. I don't agree, and I don't think it's funny, and I don't think it's right what he said at all.
Something
Um,
about race. I didn't
yeah,
catch it all, but okay.
yes,
What did he say?
he said, well, in the heat of the argument when because Terry wanted the smoke, okay? Terry wanted the smoke and was calling him pissy and all this shit. Um,
Right. Okay.
and he said, "Oh, you're trying to be ghetto." No, 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 not that word. You're trying to be what I'm trying to think of a word that
And lover.
no, like he said, you're trying to be black and shit. Y'all help me with
Four
that
months.
word.
Let's go.
Oh, hey, Leslie. 4 months. Yes. Um,
All right.
I can't think of the word, but he made a word associated with like ghetto, something like that, and black, right? Meaning
Okay.
like a characteristic trait of black
What's up,
people.
Angie? What's up, Sparkles?
And
Okay.
like trying
These
to say
people want me to
she's
get
trying
into
to
my
speak black.
these people want me to get into my controversial commentary today. So just give me the highlights. Okay,
All right.
cool.
So
So PA
basically,
said, okay, like literally the highlights because
something out of line to
I really
characterize.
want to get into my commentary
Okay,
today.
so
But
he
go ahead.
basically said something to kind of characterize like black people as being a certain way, and it was wrong because you cannot characterize it. You
Oh,
cannot
ratchet.
put ratchet. There you go. I think what was it, ratchet? Something to that effect. It was a derogatory term, and then he said black people in that same sentence. Now you
Oh,
cannot equate ratchet, ghetto, anything like that to any kind of
seen over
race,
there
whether it's
talking
black,
black.
Mexican, white.
Here we go. Winner, thank you very much. He said you are as white as me, sitting over there talking black and ghetto.
I don't think ghetto was in there, but
No, no,
it was a
not ghetto,
derogatory term.
not
With
ghetto
black.
intellect, like ghetto,
I
like the
know,
hood.
I know. I'm saying it was a derogatory term with
Let's hit them
using the
goals,
word
Leslie. I
black people.
appreciate you. I'm gonna start hitting
Anyway,
these
so he
damn
got the heat
super
on him,
chat
and
goals.
oh, thank you, Leslie.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
supporting. So then of course, he people were pissed off at him because they're like, you can't equate any kind of word like ghetto or ratchet or anything to that effect, and put black people in there because you cannot put a race to that kind of term, right? Because anybody can be those terms. There's not a single race that you can point out to say that's what kind of people they are.
That's
And
correct. Right.
okay, and I agree with that was wrong,
I
and
was about
very
to
dumb.
say this ghetto
Okay,
versus trailer park. Go
but
ahead.
he
Okay.
came back and he said that the words were taken wrong. He didn't mean to equate that. He just felt that she was trying to be something she's not, basically by trying to stun up on him, trying to be all tough,
You
kind of
gotta be
something to that
careful
effect.
because he had that issue before about that race comment.
Right? Yeah. So okay, that's what I'm not in that. That's between them. I didn't
All
say it.
right.
He's gonna take the heat
Our
for it.
best. Give me
So what
give me
happened
the hot
was
marks. I
Lemon started talking about Sabrina and how he had to correct her when she was saying the N word after Jay Dunn was calling her WBs, wet, you know what?
Right.
And
Yes.
okay, and then he brought my name into it and said, just like Sour Patch, I had to have a conversation with her when she said the N with the A, word in the back in
Right.
Discord. Now we know
Okay.
damn well, Envy and you, because you've been watching me and Lemon and I have never had a conversation. He had never taken me aside and said, "Oh, this is wrong," in Discord, lying. Because first of all, he never said anything to that effect until Mad Day. He came out with this lie, and then now he's adding more to the lie to say that, "Oh, he pulled me aside in Discord and told me I'm wrong." That never happened. And I'm like, here you go, adding to the lie of, first of all, you saying that I said the N word, and at the time when Lemon got the heat and they were like, Lemon, why didn't you say anything when y'all were cool? Why did you wait till Mad Day to say this? Oh, because Mexicans say the N word with the A all the time in California, so I didn't really take offense to it. Oh, but then yet now today he's saying that he pulled me aside and had a conversation, a crock of shit. And so that pissed me off because now he's adding my name because race came up. So here my name goes. And then he's adding saying that he had some kind of conversation with me, which was bullshit. And that's basically it. I mean, I had other things to say, which I
What's
hope
up,
you guys catch
Viber?
my live. So that was basically it, in a nutshell. And again, y'all go listen to for the whole context of it.
All right, Sour Patch. I might
All
call you
right.
back up here.
All
All
right,
right.
Indy. Thanks for having
No,
me. I'll see you later.
no problem. All right, y'all. Well, there's that. Not quite, not quite sure what was going on there. PA has to be careful because basically, a lot of people talked about the last race thing that he was bringing up. I think he said that he was going to slap somebody. It was a black man, not quite sure what black man it was. PA said something about he was going to slap him back to, the slavery times or some shit like that. So, like, I believe that he got a pass the first time. So, I mean, listen. I don't manage PA or whatever the case may be, but with him, if I was him, I'd be just a little bit more careful the way that I, navigate, talk about different races because that jacket is already there and you put it on yourself. What'd you say? Damn it! Get to the commentary. I left and came back. All right, here's the commentary, Bobby. All right, so let's talk about the fact that people can leave comments wherever they want, right? And it's not necessarily about looking at somebody's page. I'm talking about Davna right now. It's not necessarily about, stalking somebody's page. It's not about like being a fan, a hate watching fan, and this and that. Here's what I think about it because you can't stalk somebody's page if you leave a comment. You're basically saying you're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like people that say what I say on the show somewhere else. That to me is stalking my live, my page, or whatever it is. Like, hey, over there, Envy said XYZ, or over here, Envy said this and that, whatever, whatever. Okay, great. Okay. But apparently, Davna put a comment, but it wasn't a nice comment. It wasn't. Hold on. I don't even remember. Who gives a shit? Audio says something on his live or whatever, and Davna chose to comment on it. You know what? So that I don't mess it up. No, Davna. Yeah, Davna. You, Davna. You know what I'm talking about. I got. Trust me, I got your back. Okay, but I have to. Let me see here. Hold on. I think it was the post. I'm looking here. I'll show y'all that I'm looking right now, Davna, because I want to ask you, because I know somebody's gonna ask me. Let's see here. So I believe it was this, right? The clothes. Here, let me bring this closer to y'all, right? Okay, so audio's taking a picture of him and whatever he bought or whatever. Okay, and then I believe he brought this up, Davna, because I heard it on Lemons last night. Like, hey, Davna, how can you, stalk my community wall? So basically, as I said, he took a picture of his outfit or whatever, and Davna said, flexing with clothes he keeps in his mama closet. The only reason why I'm bringing it up at all whatsoever is because it became a deal at at Lemons. But hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, I saw L in there. No, that's it, Davna. It's not like a big deal. I was just wondering why this was like a talking point last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you're my op. I don't care if you love me, hate me, whatever. If you want to put a comment below the description or below my post or whatever, I'm not going to be offended. I'm also not going to tell anybody how audio should feel about it. You know what I'm saying? If audio felt some type of way, I'm man enough to be like, okay, that's his right or whatever the case may be. But damn, I just didn't know how that was a talking point. So I wanted to bring that up so that we can get that out the way because, down the road, it might grow legs. And, Davna's every live that I'm at, whatever, he might talk about the wrong person because he's dragging Ness. And people are going to utilize that. Hey, I was over here dragging Ness or whatever, saying this and saying that about her, and y'all see Davna in my comments. So that's it, Davna. You're not content. I didn't put your name in the title, nothing like that. I just wanted to, just see what was going on there because I didn't know why it was made an issue. That's all. You're going to the clouds. That's what's up, Lolo. You're at work. That's what's up. Leslie, you said thanks for sticking up for me earlier. Oh, Molly, Lemon don't even get dressed yesterday. I have no idea. I don't pay attention to how many times somebody gets dressed, undressed, change outfits, nothing like that, because I think that's a little weird. Not you, but me as a man. Okay. All right, so let's go. All right, so Ness went. I think that people really missed exactly what Ness was saying about going up to Lemon's platform. Now, me personally, I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was moving around the house or whatever, doing my thing, and I happened to, put Lemon's live up on my computer, and I did see Ness up there, and I was like, okay, this is very interesting. Okay, I'm like, is she up there chilling? Because I didn't have the volume on. I literally just had I had it there. But then she was only up there for a couple minutes, right? Now, a lot of people say like Lemon had the golden panel, the platinum panel last night, and about Pizarro going live. Let me see what Davna says first. Did I lie? Him and his close stay with his mama. Audio pay attention to me because of who I'm attracted or I'm attached to, and he's obsessed with her. Yeah, Davna, unfortunately, like when you're a mod and you're moving around and this and that, yeah, people are definitely going to associate. We can't even have our own identities around here sometimes just because we support another person. But anyway, let's go to Ness. Let's go right back to that. Um, so I saw her up there. I was like, okay, well, is this a breakup to makeup situation? They're gonna hang out on the platform. But somebody told me last night, I don't know if they saw the future or whatever. They said she went up there basically to hear her drag. And I do that. If I know that you're going to drag me the next day, I'm going to pull up to your platform and say, hey, I ain't got nothing to say. Do your thing. I just wanted a front row seat. You know what I'm saying? And people told me that's why Ness went to the platform last night. And I was like, nah, no, that's not true. That's not true. But it is. And Ness actually said it on her live. So basically, Ness pulled up. I mean, okay, optics, right? So as outsiders looking in, we look at the optics like, okay, they're sharing the panel, and I want to know why. Well, we definitely know why today. All right. She said, as I was already saying, like that she pulled up there and said that she wanted to hear her drag. Now I forget who was talking over her because a lot of people talk over everybody on open panels or whatever. I'm not sure who was talking over her, but she most definitely said that she wanted to hear her drag, how she was going to get dragged, and that's that, right? So, and then she actually said, her presence made the commentary go in a different direction, right? So, you know how people talk about you a little bit more when they don't know you're there. Like I know, like everybody I'm talking about, I already know they're in the clouds. That's fine. But I'm saying, like when you're in somebody's chat, you're on somebody's panel, they seem to manufacture a way to talk about you that's not really like quote unquote negative. So that was a very interesting situation. What did you say? You said Ness pulled up, Levin bitch down, audio showed up, and Ness left. What I heard just chilling is that Lemon called audio, I guess, reached out to audio to pull up to the panel. Now, I don't know, like you can go with either narrative, right? If you love or hate Lemon. If you hate Lemon, you can be like, yeah, he called or she, yeah, he called audio for backup to deflect because he didn't want to deal with Ness being on the panel and she's there for the drag. Okay. That if you love Lemon, you could say, oh no, he was just, running his platform or whatever, doing his thing, and his commentary wasn't about Ness at that particular moment. You can look at it either way you want. But my situation, the only way I can look at it from the outside looking in was if I'm dragging somebody on a daily basis, I say something about your family, your whatever, and you pull up on me, I'm gonna say the same shit, or I'm gonna shut up. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna tell somebody, yo, at this point or whatever, we don't have anything good to say about each other, so why are we talking? Or I would just drag you and say exactly what I said. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Somebody gets mad. That's the third. Okay, let's go, Davna. That's the third time Lemon ran and got audio to protect him from Ness. Third time. I hope people are keeping track. All right, so this is the part that people are going to be pissed off about. Okay, this is the first pissed off moment. Lemon and audio said they didn't call and have no way of reaching one. What are you talking about, Molly? They have no reason, no way to reach each other. Really? Come on. We know they've been friends for a long time or whatever. So stop it, Molly. If somebody said that, they really need to stop licking windows and taking those helmets off. Ness pulled up, dropped her nuts on his chair. He called for help and Ness left. That's what I heard. Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you don't like Lemon, that's that side of the narrative. You said no one knows if Lemon called audio. He never said he called him. Lemon and audio was supposed to do a live the night before dragging Ness, but Lemon didn't go live. Okay. So that's okay. So that's the day that he was supposed to go live. Got it. Audio was actually dragging everybody. I was like, damn. But okay, I got it. I mean, that is basically what a lot of people think right there. Exactly what you wrote. Okay. Molly doesn't believe that he's just saying that. Oh, yeah, right. I figured. Listen, Molly, kiss my ass. Anyway. All right. So what do I really think? Let's piss some people off. What do I really think? Um, Damn. I think that Ness was testing the temperature. To be honest with you, and what I mean by testing the temperature to see where they stand, because Ness has obviously been talking about him for 3-4 days, and she said out of her own mouth that she was going up there to show that she can click the link whenever she feels like it, regardless of what she says about Lemon. That's exactly what she said out of her mouth. Okay. So, going up there and clicking the link and then, sitting on the platform, not getting dragged, not getting checked. I mean, my thing is, if somebody said that much stuff about me, the first thing I would say is, yo, I'm kicking everybody off this bitch, or everybody shut up or go on mute. I need to find out what the hell is going on here. So my thing is, be pissed off, but that should have happened. Sorry. I don't. People could say they're not mad, they are mad, but I don't want to see a political move. I don't want to see like Ness and Lemon on a panel together, and then all of a sudden something's not addressed. Like things need to be addressed. Lemon always says beef sector, beef sector. You're supposed to beef. You're supposed to roast, gag, giggle, whatever, whatever. Well, the roast, gag, and giggle was right in front of your face. So if I don't know. Lemon thinks that people should woo bang on the panel and do this and that. That, in my opinion, was the perfect time to basically, not just talk about it, be about it. You can tell people to do something so many times, and then if you when you get the opportunity, you don't do it, then you got to stop saying it. So now you can't tell people to woo bang on the panel. In my opinion, you just can't. It's I was surprised. Molly doesn't believe. Oh yeah, you guys are typing. All right, I was surprised. Okay, me personally, not kiss my ass. I know I didn't mean to say that. But I'm just moving along, BJ, trying to give a decent show. Yeah, every once in a while something comes out of my mouth, and I'm like, why did I say that? Just showing some people that don't like audio say he can't drag, but the young bull can drag. That's why they get so angry. His drags are different. His drags are different because he doesn't really care about what somebody's going to think about him afterwards. I will say that the audio when he's dragging or whatever the case may be, he doesn't play the politics like, oh my god, if I say this or I say that, somebody's going to react that way. So I can't take that away from him at all whatsoever. You can laugh at whomever you choose. The nerve of him. Listen, I'm gonna laugh at people just cause. I don't care if it's a fake laugh, a real laugh, or whatever. But in my opinion, Ness didn't even come on hot. She was just like, okay, I'm going on mute. So Ness, I hope I want to see how this rolls out because now Ness could definitely feel like I gave you every opportunity. So my thing is it could be one or two ways before between them going forward. Way number one could be like, hey, I gave you the opportunity to say what you needed to say. You didn't say it, so let's move forward. I did what I did. Or it can go into, something that's offensive or offended, like, oh, okay, well, you know what, Ness, I was really busy with a lot of other things on the panel or whatever, but this is what I want to say to you. So anyway, thanks for the support. Thanks for the support, chat. Leslie, thank you so much. Appreciate you. So as I said, I'm going to put that in the bag of gotta woo bang. You gotta woo bang. I think that a response is necessary. I know that the ignore game is really, really good a lot of times. I play the ignore game a lot of times too. But if people have 3, 4 shows about me, I'm not playing any kind of ignore game. So I'll just put it out there that me personally, from the outside looking in, I want to see what Lemon has to say to Ness when they are sharing the same area. Yeah, I mean, because it does get kind of brutal. So that's me. That's what I'm putting on the table. You said Ness not really trying to. You said Ness not really trying to drag Lemon. She's just giving us a show. She isn't. She isn't. Because she could get, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like about the situation they met in person. I mean, today she said she could put up, a couple more clips of what happened in Vegas and, that saga. But yeah, I don't think she's really trying to drag him because I haven't heard her say anything outrageous. I heard about the teeth and the eye and, stuff and stuff like that. But, she didn't say anything outrageous. Ness is the best roaster in the sector, hands down. Yes, I believe so as well, to be honest with you. Black Pearl, what's up? Y'all already know I got this huge bias with Ness, Pizarro, and Lady Nika. Like I've said that for what, like almost, who knows, a year and a half, 2 years, whatever. All right. So audio was we'll go back to anything I'm talking about. If you guys think I'm talking shit, whatever, that's why the link is pinned. It's very simple. So I'm not going to talk about audio too much, but I do. There are a couple things, as I said, that I wanted to put out there in the horizon because we don't have any content. Like so, right now, let me write this shit down. First, we need this. We need Lemon's response. Okay. Now, it doesn't have to be, listen, it's like it's selective where you could talk about somebody. Like the days of saying, "Oh, I don't have a problem with that person, so I'm not going to say nothing." We can do that. We all know that everybody's going to make up. Like the subscribers, supporters, they already know everybody's going to make up. Okay, but we don't have to explain. I would just like me personally a response to Ness. And that's just me from the outside looking in. You don't have to say, well, who the hell is Envy? Envy's nobody. Envy's a small person over here talking shit to the people that want to hear him. That's it. But me personally, I would love to see the response when y'all are sharing a platform. Let's see here. Ignore everyone. I like Pizza's panel last night. Today, she said she will try to continue them. Oh, okay. Yes, she did. I hope she does. Me too, Davna. I like Pizza's platform because, well, one thing is, wasn't there like a challenge, like, hey, if you can have a better platform than me, if you can go live with me, because I believe Pizarro was talking about it was starting to get boring over at Lemons last night, and I wasn't there, very long. I was in and out, so I don't know how exciting it was or how boring it was or whatever the case may be, but I believe that was Pizarro and Lemons back and forth about, your panel's boring, nothing's going on here. I'm going live. And then bang, Pizarro had a platinum panel with all the right people on it and 400 people in the chat. So she could definitely keep doing that. I think that Pizarro sits in the wings, to be honest with you, and waits for Lemon to fuck up. I do, because then that he becomes content and you wrap it around whatever. But every Pizarro show in the evening or whatever, I will be there. I'm gonna start clicking her link more often. Okay, shout out to Pizarro. Let's go. I think Deanna is the best roaster. No, absolutely not. No, the B sector has morphed into the frenemy sector. Well, yeah. Listen, let me tell you, I was gonna say like Mo Betta held it down the other night because when things were going to get out of control. I believe Lemon and Pizarro were arguing, and then a couple other people were arguing. And Mo Better definitely said, "This is a frenemy sector. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. I don't want to be roped into something, and my channel is not for this type of activity." So like when she did the story time and other things like that, that we go over there to actually listen to, and then her show was kind of going off, off track. She reeled that back in. So if you say like the B sector is morphing into the frenemy sector, I know exactly what you mean. I know what you mean, that we're all supposed to get along and all the other stuff, right? But I like the frenemy sector because it's a comfortable place where you know that you don't have to like hold on tight and wait to have to woo bang. So shout out to Mo Better for standing on business when it came to the frenemies, yeah, the bylaws. Okay, Lady Dica is good too. Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about just chilling. Yes, it became a reality show. First, there's a big fallout, and then there's all hugs. Well, it's always going to be hugs, Sour Patch. I've been in beefs for years and years and years and years, and lately, being over here, like getting in and out of a beef is like a couple days. We're all gonna do that. So why not? So why not just go ahead and say, hey, we're all gonna hug and kiss and do all the other shit after we argue, and why not just argue? Just let it go. Okay. I can't stand Anio's pristine voice on lemons. Forgot about Lady Dico. Yes, she's a beast. Oh, you talk about the drags. Deanna is a good cusser for sure. Yes, Deanna is a good cusser. All right. So I like Mo Better and Mo Better and Lady Nika do have a great dynamic for sure. Yeah, Mo Better is like, I'm gonna keep things the way I'm gonna keep things. I'm gonna put my foot down because this is how I plan the show. And then Lady Nika gives like, really, really good backup to the situation. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely like that dynamic as well, BJ, for sure. But again, I'm biased. Okay. So what's going on with Cosmo and Landlord, y'all? Because I don't know much about the Cosmo thing, but I did watch enough of the Landlord thing to know, what was going on there, right? So, okay. So Cosmo, okay. Actually, it started off with Landlord, but let's go to Cosmo first. Do you guys think that was just a yelling match out of nowhere, just kind of like a panel drag or something like that? Do you think anything was said between Audio and Cosmo that would cause them to throw hands? I'm trying to get past him because we're gonna go to Landlord in a minute here. because they're actually supposed to meet up. And what am I putting out here? I said Lemon's response, and now we're putting out audio, and landlord. Okay, but can we? You said we need Nika and Yaya back together. Oh, okay. I'll be honest. I haven't seen them together, so I can't really comment on it. But a lot of people do. A lot of people. I've seen people say that. And I know that they've had an issue because of the. I know that they've had an issue for a while. So hopefully they definitely get back together. Yeah, but some of the subbies really take up for who they support and then look crazy. Well, the thing is I always tell subscribers, do not get in the middle of two content creators beef, because you're going to look like the third wheel and you're going to look like an idiot from the outside looking in when they make up. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. Don't get into content creators beefs, because it's a wrap if you do. We had to learn the hard way. Yeah, no shit. When people show you, yeah, who they are, that's who they, yes, believe them. But anyway, okay, so can we take Cosmo off the list, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, was that just dumb shit on the panel? Because I know that they were talking about linking up and doing this and doing that, but not to the level that audio and landlord were speaking of. All right. When people, okay, what'd you say? What did Davna say? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I would like those two together as well, as I said. So let's go ahead and take freaking Cosmo off the list. Cosmo cams up and goes, he does crazy stuff or whatever. And I don't think a lot of us in here really care about audio fighting Cosmo, yes or no. I think that, audio's call out to landlords a little bit more, a little bit more interesting than that, right? Let's see here. Pizarro isn't having a live competition. Oh, okay. She thought it was boring. Okay, just okay. So what I put down here is I think it was just like a 1 day thing. Now Pizarro did talk to Lemon a lot about his break. I believe that he said that his break was going to be a week and a half to 2 weeks, somewhere in that neighborhood, and that if he needed to come out and address anything, he's more than willing to do that. Right now, I know a lot of people don't believe that he's going on break at all or whatever, but Pizarro definitely said, "Hey, me going live and having the panel that I had is that's what affecting you to not want to go live because I was having a panel." And I believe, okay, so let's break that down a little bit. I know Pizarro was being nice about it, okay? But what Pizarro really meant, Pizarro's going to be like, don't put words in my mouth. But what you really meant, period, Pizarro, was, hey, if I start doing a competition live for live, you don't want to look like you lost. That's what you meant. Okay. So basically, you were presenting that Lemon was going to leave for a minute, and in a way, it was almost like let this simmer down. Let me sit back and see who messes with Pizarro heavy. Let me sit back and look at the numbers. So, in my opinion, as I said, I really think that you meant he doesn't want to look like you are beating him out. Period. Okay. That's just how I think. LaDawn, you said Lemon Live was terrible. I couldn't watch it. LaDawn, you talk about like you talk about the panel and that kind of stuff. Yeah, and I know the only thing that really popped up or popped off was Ness stopping by there. Then PA said that dumb shit, which this is strike two for PA. And I'm not going to sit here and talk about him because the last time that I brought up what he said before, nobody really cared. But it's good to see you back, LaDon. You have a lot of emotional intelligence to be in my chat. We didn't have an issue. We're never going to have an issue. I've liked you from the beginning. I stand on that, and I'm not going to change my mind. I just had something I wanted to say, and it's gone. So I appreciate that, and you being back, LaDon. Okay. Happy Saturday to you. You say, yeah, they will make up. It's not like it used to be. Those days are long gone. Oh, that's what I heard. I heard old B sector was video by video. You made a video, you uploaded that motherfucker. Then the next person made a video and they uploaded. I know the B sector used to say, man, my video took so damn long to upload. I wanted to respond right then. And I believe Sean Bradley had a call in, and I know. Like people really beef. But we already know today everybody's going to hug and kiss and it's going to be amazing. Okay. Like, unless we just force it. Let's go ahead and force a beef. Okay. As I said, I'm writing down beefs right now to put it out in the atmosphere to see what happens. And I know it's going to be like, Envy's just trying to start something. Yes, Envy is definitely trying to start something. Okay. I'll admit it. So we got Lemon's response to Ness, and then we got audio, and I'm putting down Cosmo so far. LaDon, you had to watch to see if it was there. Oh, Jesus. I say that to people too. I say that to people about my live, but hey, shout out to y'all's little banter in the in the chat here. You said Cosmo is from Philly, and Philly not right in the skull. Yeah, I've heard y'all complain about the damn city before. I gave it about an hour and trolled like a little pissed. Jesus. Okay, true, Envy. Let's go. I was pulled up with no car. Hey, BJ, you know what I said about the Uber ride? I said, listen, I said, if you were about to get down, let's say I beat the hell out of somebody or whatever, like where do you order the Uber to? Like where do you tell them to pick you up at? Like if you're running from the police or you're trying to get away from somebody after you beat somebody up, and then the Uber drivers did some shit. You jump in the back, you jump in the back seat, and they think the Uber is the getaway car or some shit. I don't know where. Listen, if I beat somebody up, I'm running. I'm not gonna stand there and stare at them and wait for the police. So as I said, and doesn't it take Uber about 15 minutes to get there? That was a hell of a strategy, but it is what it is. Landlord will whoop Cosmo. Cosmo is a drunk. Cosmo is definitely a drunk, but I'm more talking about landlord and audio because there was no landlord and Cosmo back and forth at all. But yeah, I think landlord he's a little fragile though. Landlord is not in his earlier years. The panel was trash for snooze fest, but masculine. So you're saying basically it was a pissing contest, right? Envy, I said we not beefing. You spoke your mind. I cussed and fuss. We good. I appreciate that, Ladon. It's all good. Shout out to you. You know that we've always been cool. So what? No different from when Ness used to go live against Lemon, right? But when did Lemon go live against Ness? Hmm, that's what we're waiting on, like the back and forth or whatever. But in my opinion, they'll be on a similar panel somewhere. I think that the issue, to be honest with you, isn't Ness and Lemon's relationship. I believe that Lemon felt like him and Ness were, getting things back together. They had kind of a couple fallouts or whatever the situation may be. I feel like he felt like they were getting back together, and I think that Shaquem is more of Lemon's problem than his problem with Ness. Because I don't think he's mad at Ness. I think he's mad at Shaquem. So therefore, he's not motivated or doesn't have the energy or the need to drag Ness because it's actually Shaquem. Audio's most interesting beat to me, keyword to me, is the one with Lemon. Him pulling to the black sector subscribers doesn't interest me. True, true, true. Yeah, I mean the black sectors. I don't, the black sector is like a different type of place. Like they're great trolls, amazing trolls. But when it comes to the back and forth or whatever, I think of the ghetto and freaking Mayor Detroit. That's what I think. But it is what it is. I talk shit about everybody, even if it's a whole damn sector. Actually, pulling up with no cars, next level, less evidence. Woo. So it's kind of like Uber delivers when you're trying to send a dime bag. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bizarre with the strong 400 in the chat. Yeah, she was doing her thing. His channel is Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx movie. All you need is the app and a 7-Eleven Addy. Jesus. I know, I get it, Lolo. That's cool. So you're gonna run your ass down there to hope that the Uber shows up. What if they cancel the ride in the middle of it? You get arrested, right, Lolo? You just drop your pin to where you are. Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay. Ness always finds her way back to the people she has history with. Don't pick a side. You'll be looking crazy. You'll definitely be looking crazy. Okay, because everybody's gonna be okay. It is what it is. Me personally, I don't see how people could say certain things that are forgiven. Like if you go into my family, you go into my deceased brothers and sisters and all the other stuff. Like I'm not sharing a panel. That's just me. If people want to do it, that's fine. But nah, I'm gonna be talking about you for the rest of your life. If you talk about my family or something like that, not necessarily telling people how to woo bang or whatever. Me personally, when it's up, it's up. That's why I learned real quickly. Let's see, but I get it. Envy, we're lame civilians. We don't know the hardcore life. Oh my god, Molly, you love bringing up my damn non-civilian non-civilian status. Envy is not even forgiven. It's like it didn't happen. It's getting more, yeah, egregious. See, people do act like it didn't happen. I'd see some people get on the panel right the very next day. Like we're talking about maybe the next day on here pretty much is like a nap to some people. So let's say that the next day is 3 hours later after somebody said the worst shit ever, and they don't even talk about it. They don't say, hey, bro, like, hey, I felt like on your own panel or whatever, you didn't handle that business. Hey, I don't give a damn if it's Pizarro's, if it's Lady Nika's, if it's wherever, we're here now. What'd you have to say? So like when people ignore each other, I'm like, I just can't do it. And the voice in my head, my psychosis, I don't really have psychosis, but it sounds good. But the voice on my shoulder says, don't go up there because you're going to go up there and you're going to start some shit. You're going to jack up a show because you're going to say something disrespectful. And then you'll be sitting your dumb ass over here trying to grind brick by brick, subscriber by subscriber. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the little guy out here, Molly, my dresses came. All right, let's go. And if you call it out, you are the bad one. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. But see, here's the thing. I'm so tired, Molly, of being the quote unquote reporter. I tried to go with that reporter thing for a while now. And the reason why I went with that reporter thing is because it's not really good for me to have beefs out here. It's just not. You know what I mean? Because then a whole group, a whole clique, a whole cult, a whole compound or whatever says F envy. You know what I mean? I don't have enough. I'm the little guy over here. I don't have enough core supporters to talk too much crazy shit, right? Yeah, I like who I like, not biased. That's what's up, BJ. If you like me, hopefully you click the like button. That's what I would love for you to do, BJ. I think that you click the like button, but if you didn't, please do. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Davna, Molly is okay. Molly is a my fashion consultant. Oh Jesus. Well, hopefully everything goes well there. So anyway, we know Lemon's not taking 2 weeks off. I don't know if it'll be panel. I don't know if it'll be live, whatever the case may be. But we definitely need to take that off the table. Would you say we all need a gay male friend? Oh, you guys are still talking about clothes and shit. All right. So I put in there B sector women. I put that in my title. And you guys are probably wondering what the hell does he have any right to say something about beef sector women? What is he gonna say about beef sector women? We do care, we don't care. All right. So as I'm perusing the streets or whatever, I look at community walls, things come up in the feed, and I did see ZX over there. I don't know if there was a collage of 4 or 5 women, 4, 5, 6 women. There was some kind of collage over there that basically said that these are the B sector women. Now, like obviously, he found the worst pictures he could. Somebody missed a tooth, somebody having their wig not, I don't know, like their lace front not glued right. I don't know what happened, but they definitely, I will say this, were not becoming pictures. Okay. But like, how can you take like 4 or 5 women or whatever and put them in a collage and say this is the representation of the beef sector women? Because I sit here all the time and I say, listen, I'm not kissing anybody's ass because I say it all the time. I say, what sector has more women with that have careers that aren't ratchet, aren't freaking, non-marryable, non-dateable, that are, that are ugly, this and that, whatever. What sector outside of the B sector has classier women? I think that's one thing I want to put on the, we're going to put that on the list. So we said Lemon's response to this. We said Audio and Cosmo Landlord, which I think we don't give a shit about. But we definitely want ZX's response to the deep beat. I'm literally writing this down. B sector women. Because I go all around the internet. I literally everywhere. And I don't, the reason why I love the B sector is because first of all, I got like 90 whatever percent female supporters. But I love being able to have commentary, a conversation, go in a certain direction, actually talking with 3, 4, 5 syllable words, being able to write in complete sentences when I go onto my to go onto my post. And then people respect that because I have a professional side, corporate guy, and I also have like a bad side too. So I want to know if somebody puts that on their community wall and basically says that this represents the garbage women basically that are in the B sector and basically, took them all and put them in a bag. I want to know what sector beats the B sector with the women. I'm talking about beauty. I'm talking about professionalism. I'm talking about class. I'm talking about I'm talking about entertainment. I'm talking about talent. I'm talking about all that. I want to know from ZX, based on what he said, that the B sector women basically are trash. What sector has better women? Is it the black sector? Is it the manosphere? Is it please, like, respond to us? Because as I said, I was going to leave the B sector a long time ago, but as I started getting supporters or whatever and good conversations with the women over here, I stayed. So that's one thing I'd like to hear, and I'm sure that B sector women would like to hear. But if somebody didn't catch it and somebody doesn't call it out, I know the whole ignore, like, oh, ZX doesn't matter, so it does. Who gives a shit if he put that up, or I don't watch him, or I don't go over there, I don't respect him, whatever. Okay, I'm not saying that. I just want to do a test out there, throw it out there in the world. I want to know why the B sector women, in your opinion, are trash. Okay, me personally. Don't worry about the subscribers. Envy wants to know. This read is not new. The BS sector ladies have always been called out for their looks. I don't like, called out for their looks is crazy to me. Like, I don't see a whole lot of women in the B sector that should be called out for their looks. It's like the pretty woman sector, in my opinion. And as I said, I'm not kissing anybody's ass. I just wouldn't say anything at all. We don't care for his response. That's what I'm saying. Don't. I care. I care. I want to see what he has to say. All right, because that might put him in a position where I don't know. Explain. It might put him in a position where he's like, okay, I stand on that. I want to know why they're trash. But anyway, I'm sure. Unflattering camera slips exist to people from all sectors. They do. Trust me. They exist to me. I saw the post. ZX is a goofy. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I did see the post. It was crazy. Right, Lolo. If I do something like that, if I'm bold enough to put something on my community wall like that, I would be okay with people coming at me and saying, yo, explain yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's okay. And you guys know this is not coming from a place where I'm making this up. I've always been protective over women. I don't argue, like y'all know. No, I don't argue with y'all. I don't drag y'all. I don't do nothing. I would see myself as a protector of women, me personally, and I just want to know what the hell's going on. But it is what it is. He can say "fuck you, envy." I don't owe you any explanation, response, or whatever. Great. I'm just kind of wondering because me personally, I saw it. I'd be a complete hypocrite if I didn't ask him about that post. Okay, Because as I said, everybody knows I'm the protector of women who doesn't argue with them or disrespect them in any way. They not the best looking women, but they are funny and entertaining. So who really cares? True, true, true. Name five dime beauties in the beach sector. You want me to name five? Do you want them to be content? Hold on. Let me say the queen. Name five. You want them to be content creators. You want them to be subscribers. You want them to be subscribers. They hit the panel. What's the challenge? I'm supposed to name five dime beauties. What's the challenge? He said that because he can't have his way with them. I like that you said that, Lou. The way that I look at it is it's intimidation. Like when you start downing somebody or whatever, you're like, them ladies over there, they ain't shit or whatever. I think it's an intimidation factor because in the beef sector, you have to mean something. You have to have some commentary. You got to talk like something. I'm not saying he doesn't, but the intimidation factor of going live over here is more than going live in other different areas because you are going to be held accountable for the shit that you say by the women. I'm not talking about these pissing contest men. I'm talking about by the women. They're going to be like, "Excuse me, did you say this? On your last live or whatever? Or excuse me, that is bad information. I want to debate with you. So you can't be that. You can't be stupid over here. I mean, no disrespect to Sparkles, just sorry, fact. It'd be he wants to pit women against each other and comparing looks, but have a field day with it. Yeah, I don't understand the strategy there. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me pit a bunch of women against each other. And yeah, I'm trying to come to a sector with a bunch of women in it, but let me pin them against each other. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, but it is what it is. I'm not the moral police or anything like that. But I will say this I will say this one more time. As a content creator, it is a little intimidating for those that feel mm, not 100% sure of themselves because the women are going to hold you accountable. I'm going to stop talking about the women of the beef sector after that because you guys are going to think that I got some kind of flag hanging in front of my house that says beef sector women are the greatest. Okay. Let's go. All the women on DX Collides he flirted with and he's been turned down by them. That's what I thought, Davna. That's one of the things I was going to say. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, well, you A-ball ball and all that, but like the A-ball balls were posted. I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if anybody else caught that. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got you, the queen, before you. It's hard to give commentary and also think that through. But I got you. I'm thinking as I'm talking right now. ZX is so big to the point he makes me laugh. No, I mean ZX is funny on his own panel. I'm not gonna sit here and be fake. ZX is funny as hell on this panel or whatever. Gives a decent commentary or whatever, but I don't know if a person like him could be that angry. He's angry as hell all the time. Like, I don't know, like, what is the antidote of making him not so angry, but that's part of the comedy. So it is what it is. The ones you can see. Okay, the non avatars, the catfishes, fishes, geez, fish. Woo. Sorry about that grammar. But yeah, there's the catfish are definitely rampant. That's why I tell people do not fall in love with Avatar, please, ever. There was a person from the B sector, actually not really the B sector, but kind of the B sector that went over to the Mo3 sector pretending to be a woman, and then flirted with pretty much every dude over there and a few people felt a little strange and they had to, fall back for a couple weeks because they were hounding that Avatar. Do not fall in love with Avatar. If you want to meet a man or a woman in this motherfucker, listen, talk to each other basic in the chat, watch the hearts and all that other craziness. They can get their ass on StreamYard, FaceTime, Instagram, video call, whatever. Make them show themselves, okay, before you start coming out here and look like a damn fool. The ugliest woman in the beer sector or whatever. You're like, whoops. oh shit. And everybody's like, what the hell's going on? But anyway, Sour Pets, I've been asked that question. I got you, DeQuaid. All right, I got you. Okay. It all boils down to ZX can't take those women rejecting him. That's what I said. I said when you start going after somebody like that in a general way, Lou, usually it's like an intimidation factor. So I don't know why. Uh, I don't know. You got it. He's intimidated by these people. I'm not beef sector, just saying. I know you're not the queen. I know you're not. Trust me. I pretty much got like a mental note of who's not beef sector, who is beef sector, because I've had to hear both. Envy's B sector. Envy is a B sector. Envy's B sector. He isn't a B sector. Listen, Envy's whatever the hell Envy wants to be. If I sit here and tell you I'm the whatever, I'm the airplane sector that goes to the moon. I am what I am. If I tell you I'm B sector, I'm B sector. Look at the goddamn banner. Okay, it doesn't say just B sector. It says beefs, ops, prison sector. So anyway, if people can't read and comprehend, I don't necessarily think I'm a part of a sector, then I don't know what to tell them. Anyone in the chat could answer though. All right. Glitter can kiss all their asses and mine. BJ, that's what's up. I'm sure that he'd be walking. BJ, I'm sure that he has you on the list. You know what I mean? Yes, his anchors would make sense. Right, right, just chilling. I mean, that makes me funny. I mean, that shit is funny as hell. Let me he reach back and act like he's gonna slap some folks. I'm just like, damn. I almost fall out of my chair when I listen to ZX. I wish that he would take that humor and that attitude or whatever. I wish that he would take that across the sectors and you know just throw a little bit of he wants to be like, hey, you know, all the women love me. I'm 60 years old and I'm still in shape and I'm whoopty whoop. I got a good life and that well act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like be funny on your own channel, but don't come out here and make enemies of everybody that's gonna watch your channel. But whatever. You know, it is what it is. He's mad because he is all by himself. Oh boy. I'm tired of the filters. Like we know how you look. Just stop. Well, you know what? Here, Blue Kisses, you know what the funny thing is about the filters and the fake pictures and all that? Eventually, somebody has to meet you. As I said, I don't care if it's video chat. I don't care if they cam up on here, or I don't care if you meet in person. I've never understood the catfishes or cheese. I go with fishes. I've never understood the catfish and all that because eventually you're gonna get caught. It is what it is. It's just don't fall in love with any letter, uh, picture, or whatever because typically they're not. That's not them. I will be coming back on camera again to show I still look like me. Okay, that's what's up, Sour Pass. I asked someone the question and they never answered. Don't worry. Okay, who's five dime piece beauties in the most three sector? Let's stick with the B sector, okay? Because I know a little bit more about the B sector right now. Like as of right now, currently, I don't know. I could tell you in the past, like you know what I'm saying. Just chilling out here erectile dysfunction typically makes men angry and aggressive. Jesus. Well, you know what? Hey, Ladon, thank God I'm not there. But if I ever get there, I'm gonna do exercises. I'm gonna take some kind of supplement. I'm gonna drink some kind of Pedialyte. I don't know. I'm gonna do something, but erectile dysfunction is definitely not in my future. Okay, I don't give a damn. ZX portray an old jazz pimp. Let's go. Portrays it. I saw that. Yeah. Oh, you guys are picking out dime pieces. Okay. You said I'm cute in every sector. A lot of LOL. A lot of people have seen me in person. That's what's up. I love me on TikTok filter, but I also make sure people know what I look like too. Right, I do too. I'm behind an avatar right here. I actually look like this, but if you go to my videos, I have like 100 videos of me on camera. So I do the same thing. I'm an avatar right now, but you definitely know what I look like. Anyway, let's keep it moving. All right, so I know that y'all aren't going to care much at all, but as I said, like the content isn't contenting, and you can't tell me any otherwise, right? Because me, I actually try to do my research. I try to wake up, and I try to do like a, after work and in between work or whatever. I try to put a show together that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Why do I do that? So that you watch the whole damn show. So that you're not like, yeah, minute mark, 2 hours and 33 minutes and 10 seconds or whatever. Something was said about what, whoop de whoop. I try to take all the stuff and mix it together and have a show. So forgive me for writing stuff down that I know probably doesn't matter to y'all, because I know you're waiting for me also to be disrespectful or whatever. In the conclusion of this show, which is coming up, because I'm not going to be here like longer than a couple hours. We're at an hour and 35 minutes. So coming up is the disrespectful part. I promise you. Okay. But anyway, because I'm going through my topic, but trust me, I'm gonna go back and tell you what I think. And hey, why'd you say that on your live? Or hey, I heard Envy's live. Why did he have to be so disrespectful? Oh my God. Well, because I'm tired of being diplomatic. That's why. Okay. I'm gonna be like Putin and Kim Jong Un in this bitch. But anyway, the landlord thing is pretty simple, right? There's not much to talk about there. Audio and landlord went into a back and forth. Within their back and forth, they live in the same state. All right. So audio invited landlord, not a friendly invite, but called out landlord to come to, I believe that his friends were having a car show. I don't know if it was a car and bike show, not quite sure or whatever, but he specifically called landlord out to meet him at that particular event. All right. Do I think that landlord and him are going to meet at the event? No. The reason why is because I can't see landlord traveling to somebody else's city. I mean, listen, the car show is going to be packed. I don't see landlord, getting in his car, plane, whatever. People fly in that damn state, but whatever. I don't see him going to do that, especially at a car show. So let's skip that. Audio then offered him an opportunity to see him when he goes up to the Bay Area. Audio said, I'll be up in the Bay Area, and if you want to step like this and step like that, even though it's your city, not your city, I don't give a damn. We can do what it do. So let's go ahead and write down here. Let's go ahead and write down here. Landlord audio. Okay. And I know a lot of people are going to be skeptical because they're going to be like, hey, audio, what happened, when you pulled up to Lemon? When you went to the wrong gate, you didn't look like you wanted to get down. You live with your mother, you ride a bicycle, all that other dumbass shit, right? But okay, cool. You can always redeem. And I know that they're going to say, and here's the very interesting part, right? So landlord is really, really tight with Shakima. And I think that y'all know Shakima from Black Sector. She comes over quite a bit, including to my channel. But Shakima called audio out. That was a while ago. I don't know how many months ago, but I guess Shakima said, I got some men in the car and, I'm going to pull up or whatever, right? So everybody tried to spin the narrative that audio was going to try to beat up Shakima. Now, me personally, I don't believe that. I don't. That would be ridiculous. I don't believe that part. But as Shakima was saying, like I got somebody that'll throw hands with you, whoop de whoop. And the perception of the whole situation is that audio didn't pull up, he didn't show up, whatever. So as I said, Shakima and landlord are so tight that they go to bike and car shows, and they do things together in real life. So all right. So is this going to be like number two of the non-show up, or number one of not throwing hands or whatever? And as I said, I know like a lot of people aren't interested in that, so I just wanted to touch on it because, as I said, I'm going to do everything and everything possible to make something out of nothing. I'm going to be honest with you. There's no content. I'm about to write a script, run a play, make up some shit. I don't know. Because at this point, like, I'm not motivated to come on this bitch because there's nothing to talk about for real, for real. So I'm gonna put that out there. Landlord and audio. As I said, guys, if you guys care, you're gonna keep the narrative going. You're gonna push it, push it, push it. You're gonna say, okay, hey, you're gonna put audios back against the wall. You're gonna put landlords back against the wall. Something's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen, but at least we got something to complain about for an hour here and there, right? You said the sad thing is, I think DX used to have a college of or collage of his mods and supporters, but now his content is unflattering, derogatory pics. Yeah, I do think that too, Molly. I did remember a collage that was supposed to, like a tribute to his mods. So I don't know where the switch came, and I think it's a horrible strategy to fight with all the beef sector women. That's crazy to me. Like, he's a man. If there's a bunch of, as I said, if there's a bunch of pretty women who are professional, educated, with class, why would you piss them off? Who do you want? You want like a bunch of duck mouth looking ass bitches? Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Hey, I can't tell you, what position to put yourself in or not, right? You said sneaky, okay, let's go. Nobody will care unless both of them get hurt, right? I hope that doesn't happen, but that's the only way people will care. That's true. That's true, Molly. If somebody gets punched in the face one time, somebody has a black eye or whatever, you're right. They won't give a damn. All right. I get it. You're right. Molly, earlier I asked for the 5'9". I got the queen. I got it. Yeah. Concentrate on 2K. No answer is wrong. No, there are answers that are wrong. If somebody gives me, if somebody says, listen, if certain names are given the queen, if certain names are given, damn it, to the top 5 dime pieces in the beef sector, if certain names are given, I'm gonna drag these people for the rest of my life and be like, no. So you guys think that let's see, uppity and never mind. Let me slow down. Let me slow down because I really I don't have time to fight fights. I really don't. As one attention from these women bad. Yes, he needs attention. Everybody says the same thing. It's funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee whiskey, what's going on? Appreciate you being here. Without status and just beauty, 5K fit, VS, me, dragons. You threw yourself in there. That's what's up. All right, so Bobby, let's see. I got to write that down. You think Phi, you think K Fit, VS, yourself, dragons. We can actually make that like a thing, right? And then y'all can pick out the dudes, and we can be all. Y'all can pick out the dudes, and we can pretend to like be outraged or something because the women don't think that we look good. You know what I'm saying? I look good. What's that song? I look good. I look fine. Whatever. Hood. I know Molly knows it. Molly knows every damn song. I look fine. I look good. I'm gonna come out with that song, and I'm gonna actually, you know what, the Queen, you actually motivated me to have a segment, the 5 dime pieces of the beef sector. I know that'll probably piss people off, but who gives a damn? Whatever. It's more people aren't gonna like me or hate me because of some shit like that. Quit playing with time. Oh my God. Here's what you know what the funny thing is, Ladon. If you're actually, tiny waist, big mouth, some shit like that. She calls herself. Hey, Ladon, you see how you typed that? I think you meant waist, like with an I, but you're right. Tiny waist, like waist. You typed it like trash. So if you're a defender, you were typing WAI, but you said WAS, like waste, like trash. So I agree. Oh, thank you. You're the only one who named 5. No answer is wrong. There you go. Let's go. On my mama. Oh my God. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. On my mama. On my hood. Yeah, you're right. Molly, I have no idea. Molly has heard every damn song that's ever been put out on the freaking internet ever. Like Molly used to dub tapes back in the day. You know what I'm saying? In the boom box. Like Molly, damn, shout out to you, Molly. I can't right now, Molly. If you know, I know the queen. I swear on everything. I will do something for it. I'm okay. Let me write that down too. The queen, 5 dimes. See, we can have content that's a bunch of bullshit, right? The roast gags, giggles, whatever. Even though I don't even listen to this shit anymore because I don't think they're really fighting. So that in the beef sector for me, that's in the past. It is. But I really do like content like that I can put in there like the queen, the 5 dimes. Wouldn't that be a good show called the 5 dimes? We could have like a fashion contest or something like that. Would women? Let me ask y'all this: would women see that as some kind of, what would you call it? Masculinity? Would you think that we are degrading you, like having you like come on and maybe doing like a beauty contest? And it's not just how you look. You got to actually come on and show that you know how to read, show that you know how to talk, show that you know how to put sentences together that create paragraphs, that create a page in a book, so we'll understand what the hell you're talking about. Can we do like a pageant? You know what I mean? But see, I can't call it a pageant, so I'll have to find like a more straight way to I have to find a more straight way to call it. But are you cool with? Okay, that's cool. Can we do a what's up, OG Beauty? Can we do newbie is a dime? Newbie. Oh, newbie. Yeah, I mean, she newbie keeps herself up. You know what I'm saying? Like newbie is of a particular age, but she kind of looks. When people hear her age, they're like, "Hold on a second." They want like a birth certificate or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to newbie. There is Mimi. There is OG Beauty. Yeah, y'all are bounced around a little bit, but I always appreciate y'all coming through. I always look for y'all in the chat. Yeah, 104. We're having a light day today, but my magic number literally is 70 to 130. Because I know that those people rock with me. Anything above that, you just don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. So the audio landlord. Now we definitely have, as I said, 5 dimes. All right. So hopefully, and the women, as I said, I know Mimi and OG Beauty, you just came in here. So the queen before you reacts basically said, can we pick out 5 dime pieces that are in the B sector? So I took that and I flipped it into an idea of having like a pageant type situation where not only they have to do their looks, but they have to come out here and like, tell us about themselves, like a real kind of pageant thing. But I'm not calling it a damn pageant, calling it something, but we'll figure that out. Oh, Fifi. You guys, yeah, see, like there's definitely there's opinions all over the place. Hey, Mimi, I want to tell you, when I go over the limit sometimes and things are getting crazy and I gotta leave, I'm not joking. Like I'm not like I will take good care of you because I don't mean Jesus. Let me explain. Let me put that a different way. Good Lord. Um, I will reward you. You know what I'm saying? When I go over there, I'm like, Mimi, please take some notes or whatever. I got to get the hell up out of here. This, and that. I know I sound sarcastic, but I'm actually being honest because I trust you. I trust you. Outside of my mods, I would say I would trust you as my non-mod the top 5. So I'm not joking when I say that, and I'm not saying that I require you to do that or I'm gonna start getting mad at you or whatever. But I just wanted you to know I'm dead ass serious when I say that shit. I really would love the man perspective on who they think are the 5 dime beauties. We'll give you the perspective, the queen. I promise you. What's going on, RY? Hopefully, you're having a good day out here on this Saturday. I know you're out there doing your thing. I'm about 3 pennies. Stop it, Lolo. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Okay, I would say top 10 men. Audio, KRN, Envy, Rick Reed, Rex. some new teeth as long as Rex gives new teeth. I appreciate that. I made the list, Bobby. I really appreciate that. Maybe I don't. Thank you. Because I'm gonna be nervous. I'm gonna be nervous that I don't make the list. I'm gonna be looking when the women come up and do their thing back. I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna be like, okay. But wouldn't it be cool to have like a man's panel, but not just a man's panel asking questions about like life and stuff like that? I love that kind of man's panel. But wouldn't it also be cool to have a man's panel plus? Let me present myself to the B sector women to see if I'm top five or whatever, so we're not just putting the women in some kind of pageant show or whatever. As men, we can do the same thing. We're good. I think that'd be a good idea. No, no, I know you're dead. No, I really am, BB. And I try to say it in a sarcastic way so that people don't think, "Oh, Mimi works for Edna." You know what I'm saying? Like, she's got to take all the notes and send him the flashcards and the bullet points every morning and stuff like that. No, before you guys spin narratives, that's not what Mimi and I are doing. I just think that she's really good at paying attention to that crazy shit that goes over there when I gotta leave. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Absolutely, baby. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, I got the mods of the mods of the mods of the mods. You don't see blue in this bitch just because. You know what I'm saying? So, when I start talking about certain things, just read the context clues. Hold on one second. What's up, Global Empire? How you doing? Okay, Tiffany. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry that I don't have my okay. I'm so sorry that I don't have my phone usually on during my lives or whatever, but thank you so much for the cash app. And I listen, y'all are gonna learn something about me. I'm not gonna try to play the I got a cash app, I got a cash app, I got a cash app to like try to make people send me cash apps. I got a cash app, I got a cash app, I got thank you for the cash app, thank you for the cash app. No, I don't get many. You know what I'm saying? But today I did. So let's celebrate. Hey, and we got a cash app. All right. Shout out to me. I'm just leaving the event headed to the grocery store. Shout out to the grocery store. I'm poor. I'm poor, so I'll take any job available. Okay. All right, Lolo. You know what I'm saying? I might have to put you in the taking notes department. You know what I mean? You could come back and tell me what I missed because I got a lot going on. Lolo, you know I got a lot going on. If I'm really late, it's because I'm busy with the fam. Good to see. Hey, LG Beauty, we're so happy that you're busy with the fam. Touch grass. Tell us if it's green, and look up in the sky and tell us if it's blue because a lot of people can't tell you one from the other in this bitch. Okay. Yeah, global empire. Let's go. I look for global empire as well. I look for Bobby. I look for all y'all in the chat. When you all come in the chat on a regular basis, I feel some type of way. Trust me. Content creator, we're very emotional. We run around and pretend that we're not, but we are. If we don't see certain people in the chat, we're like, okay, hold on a second. After our lives, we go to somebody else's place. We're like, God dang, these 7 people are in the chat and they didn't give a damn about me. I'm just being honest. It's an emotional thing. Hold on a second. All right. Sorry about that. Wait, what is the question? Maybe you asked me, yeah, Fifi is Dime Beauty. Let's go. And if you listen, and I gave a bunch of mod powers recently. It's way back here somewhere. I'm gonna tell you because it's really, really cool. Let's see here. Because I want you guys to be okay. So let me touch on that. Hold on. I could be wrong, but couldn't the men's list be measured by wealth? Like, how much does a man's look really matter? Maybe that's another decision. It could be. It could be. But maybe we don't come out here and say, "Oh, let me make it rain. Look at these $200 that I got in ones or whatever." I think that y'all can judge wealth based on an explanation, Molly. And what do I mean by explanation? I'm talking about if people actually know how to invest. Like, and I want one man to come out here and support a woman based on her aspirations of her channel. I'm going to give you an example. Ness. Like she created the LLC. She created a brand account around Google for her YouTube channel. But has she set up her EIN? Does she know how to get these grants? Does she know how long that takes? Has she filed her through the Treasury? Things like that. So I think the man's conversation about wealth should not be like leading with their money. I think it should be like a conversation about how someone could work together and better themselves. Like it's like a deeper conversation. I don't want any questions if we do a man's thing like that. That's like, hey, what do you think about having money? Well, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love money. Ask me a deeper question. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, Envy. Absolutely. I always ask you. Let's see here. What do we got? Bobby, Molly, and you should come out from within, folks. Real spirits come out sometimes here. Yeah, all you gotta do is wait for somebody to tell you who they are out here. Trust me. Envy, you throwing out jobs. Like Oprah throwing out cars. Count me in. All right, Linda. I don't know exactly what kind of job I'm throwing out, but you know what? I'm throwing out loyalty first. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me loyalty, and I got you, okay? Because I wanna go over these couple things with you just real quick. What it do. Shit, let's go. We got Sean G in the building. What up, Sean G? Long live three. Let's go. Like let's get this case in order and bring everybody to justice so that we can have some freaking peace and harmony in our lives. Because that case is really starting to it's been pissing me off for a couple years now. So that's what made me step away from the vote three sector for a minute, because what the hell is going on? Like, I mean, Ratchet hasn't put anybody in jail lately, so thank God. But anyway, I sleep a lot more with my meds these days, but I'm in spirit. So okay? Well, I take sleep meds too. Okay, so don't feel like by yourself. I promise you that. Okay. And my thing is, yeah, that's what's up, man. And my thing is this is just a lighter live, Sean. We get turned up in here. Scroll down in my last lives and look for the one when Captain was here with everybody else, trolled the shit out of DG. It was a Mo 3 live. Like it was literally Mo 3 gold. Just scroll down in my lives tab and you'll see it there. You'll see the Captain's dumbass on the panel. Okay. That's what I said the other day. Everyone is stuck on a car, but a car depreciates immediately. It's not an investment. Nothing is an investment. As Black people, we're consumers. What do we go? We go buy a gold chain. We put ice. Do you know what happens when you put ice in a Rolex? You literally just made it worth zero. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, like when you have a timepiece, it's the mechanics within it, not how much you could ice it out. I knew a man who wrote a book. My wife made me rich. Yep, true story. Well, I mean, happy wife, happy life, and people don't understand. Listen, let me tell you something real quick about this. All right, in chess, everything involved in my channel is chess or a motorcycle club, right? So in chess, the queen is the strongest piece on the board, right? She can go right, left, diagonal, backwards, wherever the hell she wants. She can knock anybody off the board. But you know what? Listen, if you lose your queen, it's like almost impossible to reach your goals. And the king can only move one place at a time, literally, like just, frontwards, backwards, whatever. Pretty much no power at all whatsoever to go out and manage the other pieces. But think about this. As strong as I'm saying that the queen chess piece is, there is no game without the king. Okay. All right. That doesn't put the king above the queen. That puts them in their positions, right? You need the strongest one to go out, and dust you off a little bit, because we're supposed to have our armor. And my thing about being a real man, I've always said, when you leave your house, you need to come back with more than when you left. I don't care if that's going to work. I don't care if that's going to a networking event. I don't care if that's going to whatever. Every time a man puts his foot outside of a house, he needs to come back with more than what he had when he left the damn house. That's what I live by. Okay. I live that shit in real life, so I've been trying to get away from it. I know, brother. I know. And my thing is, man, welcome over here. You know what I mean? Trust me, I'm not an idiot. I know that you've been over here with Fi and Tracy and all that, but I mean, welcome in. You're one of the people that I don't know, dog. You're one of the ones that keep it real. I mean, RY and Dr. Lashanya are both your mods, so you know how close I am to them. So I get it. Does Miss Creativity run? Oh shit, ZX channel, or does she control who interacts like Terry does with Lemon? Oh shit! So Miss Creativity. Oh my God, Miss Creativity. What? God. Well, I mean, no, I think Tommy Castro and Brian do, but damn, Miss Creativity's up there pushing buttons and shit. Damn. And be doing that to the Rolex is considered a flex. I know. It's so stupid to me. You buy timepieces based on the mechanics within the watch, you dumb motherfuckers. Like the fact that it's hand built. They put different gears in there and stuff, and then these dumbasses go take all that shit out, or people make stuff that's too customized. Like, I'm not gonna put on my Rolex envy, trust the process. No, because actually they appreciate and value. But me personally, I guess I'm cheap. I'm cheap. I'm a cheap, middle of the road person that pays my bills. I'm a minion. I didn't make it to the billionaire status, so I'm just me. Envy, who was your top five? I didn't give them yet, Mimi. I did not give the top five, but I will. I will. Let me see. Indeed, I believe the wife is covering over her husband in many ways. She should be his piece. Here's what I'm saying also, Global Empire. The way that a woman should be and a man should be is they should keep their sanctuary away from other people. Like, I want to be able to come to my house. Okay. So here's how I test a woman's loyalty. And I don't know if you're going to think this is outside the box, but the way that I test a woman's loyalty is how she treats me when I'm down. You know what I mean? Like, typically, because of my lifestyle, typically women will choose me based on some kind of masculinity, some kind of, cutting edge, some kind of outlawish type of behavior, whatever the case may be. But when I also want to be able to cry on her shoulder and her not look at me as being weak. I want you to have the same attitude about me when I'm whooping somebody's ass than I do when I'm crying on your shoulder. And that is how that personally is how I measure a woman being able to be with me side by side through life. Yes, she is the queen, also protects the king. Yes, yes. And a pawn can bring the queen back. Oh yeah, the queen moves the castle over to protect the king, and then she goes over there and she jacks some people up. She comes back home and says, "Look at me," and the king's like, "Hell yeah, let's go." Let's see here. Absolutely global. Um, he said it's like buying a 71 Nova and putting candy paint on. Oh my God. Hey, when people pay more for their rims than their car and then their car breaks down, I love those people. I wish I was man. I'd get fired the first day if I was a mechanic or at a tire place or whatever. I'd be like, hey, bruh, um, I probably would talk myself out of a sale. Be like, hey, man, how your car is worth $2,700, bruh, and these rims and tires over here are $1,300 or $1,500. Are you sure? Oh, and you want them low profile 15s? Like, are you going to put that on your next car when you get a little bit older? Depreciating assets. Like, if you ride down the right hood, you got at least three or four rims out in the front yard or whatever, or in the backyard, wherever the fuck, anyway. Facts. Let's go, African goddess. I know you're talking about the chess thing. I played a little chess. I need to get back in practice. You will. Here, let me motivate you with one of my 100,000 chess backgrounds. I don't know if you know that my whole channel has to do with chess. See, and motorcycle clubs. Look at this. All right, hold on. Damn, I couldn't get back to the stage. I'm back. All right. So let's go. My hubby is a day trade. Okay. I sit in his office at all times, advise him on which trades to take or pass. Your mate can be invaluable at times. Yes, global, because you and your husband, boyfriend, not quite sure how to refer to him, but um it's because y'all have the logical side, and we are very impulsive. So, like, we think we have the greatest ideas in the world. Oh, we're going to make this trade over here, and then we're going to flip that trade into some equity stake that we can roll into, our car to blah, 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 blah. And then our woman comes in and says, "What are you doing?" And we're like, "Man, I already got it over here in the cart. I'm just trying to check out over here. Okay." And y'all are like, "Hold on a second. Give me that mouse." So I feel you. I'm going to sleep. That's what's up, LaDon. We'll see you at Mo Betta's competition tonight. And there's certain things that I hope have. What's up, little Mama Obama's in the building. She's been away for a couple weeks, and she's gonna be traveling and shit, which y'all niggas don't do. Okay. Shout out to little Mama Obama. Living life out there. I appreciate you being here, little Mama Obama. There is no down in this house because he can cry, but then I raise him back up and shake him off. That's what's up. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I really do. I mean, that's. But see, the problem is as men, we got to motivate y'all to want to do that for us. You're not going to just do that for a fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to stand on our business. We got to protect. We got to provide. We got to do this and that because a woman wants to be submissive. A woman wants to be supportive. A woman, I mean, these are instincts, not just characteristics. Women want to be like that, but a lot of men out here, unfortunately, y'all are screwed in this new generation. But a lot of men out here think, "Oh, I'm man, hear me roar. Let me, bang on my chest and talk loud and walk higher than I can with my pump shoes or whatever." And just because you're a woman, they think that you should just automatically respect them. It's ridiculous to me. And as I said, why would a woman want to be vulnerable to a bitch? You know what I'm saying? And then unfortunately, you got to balance that out because sometimes men go above and beyond and try to take over. Raw, what I say in this house goes. You know what I'm saying? Like there's got to be a good balance. You know what I'm saying? That's the characteristics of somebody who is comfortable with themselves. When a man finds a wife, he found a good thing, especially the right one. Number one is loyalty. As I said, let's see here. Nice husband. Okay, thank you. I'm very careful how I refer to people because I don't want to offend people's relationships. So thank you for clearing that up for me. I really do appreciate it. Let's see, what do we got? Exactly. I use instinct while trading. He's analytical. Um, I only see a little Mama Obama and a couple other people, whatever. Let's see. I can feel when they're about to drop bottom out. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because honestly, the way that a lot of women could tell that we're about to do that is because we start getting really quiet. We start not want to have those conversations because we're battling inside ourselves to get through the day. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people don't want to look quote unquote weak when it's not weak. you know, Let me see what's going on out here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Who the hell is messing with my live? Hold on. Uh let's see what. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me click on this real quick. I tell y'all something. Damn, let you see. You need to pay attention. Cruiser. Jesus Christ. So I don't know why he does B sector content if he dogs out B sector women, but whatever. All right. So what the hell did I put at the oh ghetto? Now ghetto. We're talking about like kings and men and interacting with women and what we do to raise each other up and this and that. Ghetto. I I brought up the council thing. I brought up, hey, I really appreciate the fact that you're not speaking on other judges, because I know that people really tried to get you to dog out the judges of the last talent show. And I do really commend you for not dogging them out or anything like that. Like, I can't speak on their behalf because, I'm me and they're them. I'm not here to speak on what somebody else has in their brain. I've also given you compliments about your Greek, your Greek affiliation, your lifestyle, and all that other stuff. But I couldn't believe, Ghetto. I joined the panel last night at Mo Betta's, and all I said was, "What was the most?" Because it just came up about something being embarrassing that you did. I have no idea, but I said, okay, is the dress thing or the I said, I know exactly what I said. I said, which one was most embarrassing? Was it the dress thing that you did for charity, or was it when you pulled up on the mayor at the damn pilot or where the truck stop, wherever the hell you guys pulled up on each other, popped the trunk, he got a water bottle out. I was done after he popped the trunk and got a water bottle out. That was it. I didn't need to see any more fight. I didn't need to see a swing. I didn't need to hear a yell. I didn't have to see nothing. All you had to do was pop the trunk and get a water out before, not you, but the mayor. When mayor popped the trunk, got the water out, I'm like, bro, shouldn't you have had your shit together before you got there? But that's all I said. So with me in particular, I don't know what the problem is, Ghetto. So I'm calling it out. I don't want you to be running and doing all that other shit because basically you made Mo Better feel bad. And I wasn't even trying to do that. I literally asked you one question, like, oh, well, Envy's motivation right now is to come up here and troll me. I'm not really trying to troll because I'm not arguing or whatever in the sector. I'm just out here trying to be ghetto. And you're like, well, I guess I'll just go home. Like, nigga, that's like picking up your toys and going home. And dude, you come out here, you're like Mr. Troll, right? You can mess with anybody, you can say whatever you want, and then just be jovial about it. Ha ha ha, I'm just ghetto, and I was laughing. But you expect all of us to be cool, hang out with you, chill out with you on the panel, welcome you on the panel, give you high fives or whatever. You know what you said to me just over a simple comment of which one were you most embarrassed by? You go, oh, you got it coming to you, Envy, in more ways than one. But you were typing in the chat. Like, I can't stand it when somebody drops down and then complains in the chat and then puts their fingers up saying, okay, I'm gonna leave until he comes back. I'm like, what the I'm like, bro, I'm tired of walking around here being so like, you men are on eggshells. Or no, 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 not on eggshells. A lot of you men are the eggshells. I gotta walk around and be like, okay, if I say something crazy or cut off Malik, he's gonna say, "Yeah, my guy, you got it, my guy," and he's gonna drop. If I troll Ghetto with one sentence, and he trolls all day, every day, all night, or whatever, and he's gonna run and say, I got something coming to me more than I know, or whatever. Okay, so now I have to walk on eggshells with you. And it's like I literally on this bitch. And I know everybody will be however they feel. I literally don't think let me not put it on a sector. I don't encounter men on this damn app that I could just be one-on-one genuine with, because I always got to be like, okay, there's going to be a temper tantrum. There's going to be a take your toys and go home. There's going to be some kind of set up against envy or whatever. And I'm tired of being that person, because, as I said, it's easy to hate on me because I have a lot of haters. All you have to do is go to the right place and say something about me, and yeah, your word's gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? But then we can't get on a panel together because I run up on people on a panel and they're like, well, envy, what I said, what you said really hurt me or whatever, because I thought we were close. Nigga, I talked to you about doing the council over again and shit like that. Are you okay? and you're a troll and you don't want to be around, you're gonna be ruin somebody else's show because I say something like just that's fucking weird. Okay, it's weird, but then you find the most sensitive men and women to sit on their panel and console them. Hey, I'm ghetto, I'm just here as a big brother or whatever to be a listening ear. And as I'm a listening ear, I'm going to empathize with you and I'm going to get you through your situation. Ghetto, like you do that literally with the weakest people, like you do. And I don't understand just because I have bravado or whatever, just because I'm masculine, just because I'm a real nigga, just because I don't give a fuck what your responses are to my questions or whatever. All of a sudden, I'm just a bad guy. That's weird. That's so weird to me. And what's up, Sarkonos? You're in the building. I saw that you were out. You just went out of the country. I saw all your suitcases. I was like, damn. I wish I was on the way. You know what I mean? Little mama, he's bored. He's bored. If he lives in financing, that would be amazing. Let's go. All right. So anyway, that's another thing to throw out there. All right. So let's throw that out there too. Let's do ghetto. I already know Ghetto's gonna be like, I don't need to respond to Envy because I don't need to respond to Envy because I don't really care what he says. He's gonna give all kinds of excuses, weird shit around and about, but he's gonna go everywhere that somebody has an issue with him. I don't care if it could be audios, it could be Lady Deacons, it could be, and I'm not saying weak people with them. It could be Lady Nikas or whatever, but it could be Bizarros, but you always console people. Oh, is everything all right? Just because I don't need to be consoled because I'm a real man and I mean, you have to be my homeboy where we actually made moves. You got to be the kind of person that doesn't have to ask, that I don't have to ask where we're going. When I'm real tight with my homeboys, my club brothers and all that, they pull up. I don't ask where we're going. It doesn't matter to me. If you're taking me on a move that's risky, hey, I guess that's how you feel about me. Hopefully we get home safe. You know what I mean? Rather than in the side pocket. But if you've been to jail, you know what a side pocket is. So basically, I really, really want to know, ghetto, what in the hell? And that's another situation. Bring that back. As I said, my shows all match, with a common theme. Let's rope that right back into the Ness and Lemon situation. As I said, I want to see if there's a response based on being in each other's faces, right? So if Ness drags Lemon and Lemon goes over to her panel and says, "Hey, well, go on with your drag." If she goes on with the drag, then that's obviously an opportunity to do a one-on-one, which it is what it is. Ness gave that, so I want to know if there's any response. I know that you don't hate Ness, and I know the true issue is Shakim. And I honestly think if you came out and said something along the lines of, they bounce back and forth. Here's what I think you want to say, to be honest with you. I think you want to say Ness and I have had a long-standing relationship. We, talk, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, because you can hear the pain. Because when you say, I'd be driving around, going to the store, getting some food, doing this and that, I would be on the phone with Ness and we'd have a good time. And then we also have to flash back to earlier times when it was like, okay, Ness, everybody said this a few times along the way, but nobody really caught on to it. It was like when you said, Ness, are you going to unblock me from Instagram? You said it like 9 or 10 times. Ness, are you going to unblock me from Instagram? You're going to unblock me from Instagram? You're going to unblock me from Instagram so I could reach out and I could call you. I could do this. Oh my God, Ness. Hey, Ness, I want to go to Seattle, but that'll make me fight Shakim. You know what I'm saying? Like, just pull up on her. You know what I mean? And I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying, like, we know you love the lady. Okay? And we know Shakim's the real problem. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Not dragging, not complaining, not doing nothing. I'm just saying, how I feel. So anyway, all right. Okay, here's basically based on, like, what's up, Joan? How you doing today? So basically what we learned today and somebody might take this wrong or whatever. But I wanted to get through everything, make sure I touched on everything because basically I'm not the most entertaining person in the world. I already know that. So you know me, I just go through the freaking topic and get the hell on. I'm better on a panel than I am on my own live. You guys know that. So anyway, let's see. Here's how I have to conclude this shit. All right, we got another 17 minutes. Anyway, panel B sector I said B sector women. You already know what I think about that. If somebody puts up B sector women, they make them look bad. They talk crazy to them. You can't say that. Oh, I respect good women. I respect quality women. I respect, ZX's thing. I respect quality women. I respect good women. I respect women with knowledge. Whatever he says, you can't say that and then contradict yourself against the whole sector that has classy women that actually have jobs and they're doing their thing. Landlord is, are you trolling? I put that down. Landlord, are you trolling? I don't think a whole lot of people in the B sector give a shit whether you're trolling or not, but that's something to put out there. I just asked. And then I also asked that about Cosmo, but Cosmo's more of a drunk. Cosmo will drink and say some shit that is illegible. Inaudible, I think it is. Not ineligible, but inaudible, whatever. Anyway, so if we care about that, we care about it. If we don't, we don't. Ghetto the hell. I already explained that to you guys a few minutes ago. I'm wondering why you have to be so sensitive. Ghetto, I was talking about doing the council and everything like that. And there would be a lot of good conversations you could be involved in. You could be involved in a man's panel. You can be involved in this man's thing that I'm going to put together. We're going to do the dime women, and then we're going to do the handsome men or whatever women call men that think they look good, fine, handsome, whatever. But we're gonna do the 5 dime pieces as well, sponsored by the Queen Before You React. Okay. So really, let's see. So we got okay. Is Lemon gonna pull up on Ness? We got that. Boom. Let's see. Ghetto. Will I get to talk to Ghetto? Who knows? I don't know. We got the 5 dime pieces. We want to see if ZX will respond to women. Now I will tell you, if I do see ZX on a platform or whatever the case may be, everything in my commentary I will approach somebody one on one about. Period. If I say something about somebody and I see them, like for ZX, for example, I'm okay by saying, hey, you're up on Ness's panel or you're up on Pizarro's panel or wherever the hell you are. I'm okay with going up and being like, why would you be on a panel with somebody with women around you who you dogged out? I don't understand. Like if there's a bunch of women somewhere, okay, let's just take like a bar. And I said, yeah, the ugliest women are at that Mexican bar up there that I love the margaritas. Why would I keep going back? For what? To hang out with myself? I'm a straight man. I'm not going where a bunch of ugly women are at. Okay. So I don't quite understand. And I will definitely, if I will definitely pull up on you and ask that particular question. And if the women in the beef sector want me to, I'll pull up on your panel. I don't give a shit. It is what it is. I enjoy your channel, MV, very calming. Not a lot of chaos and scream. My nerves, thank you. Absolutely global empire. I will balance it out. I do know that people like it when I have thug shit shows because that's what I did in the Mo3 sector for how many years? 4 years, 5 years. I brought you fuck shit, the Mo3 sector. Listen, I might put a little bit more balance in there. Let's get controversial. You know what I mean? But as I said, the 5 dimes and that, I think that is very cool commentary. I think that's new commentary, and I think it'll make people battle. Well, why didn't you pick me? Why didn't I see how you feel about me? This and that. You know damn well there's going to be debates back and forth who the dime pieces are and who the handsome men are. Okay, perfect, Mama Go. I think Ghetto will seriously consider it coming from you. What did Mama Global say? I enjoy your what did Mama Global say? Sorry for the misspelling. No, you're good. Did you say something about Ghetto? I mean, I suggested to him. I think that you were in support of us talking. which was cool. What decent woman would want DX? That's not even a thing. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I want to know where the AI lady is. Mm. Like my recommendation to somebody that doesn't want to get caught, like a troll, for example, like if you change your picture or whatever and come in with a different account and you start typing the same way that you type in your main account, I'm gonna call it out. Why am I saying that? Because now everything that ZX does is AI. Like now he's got a bunch of AI this and a bunch of AI that. When did he actually roll the AI in? After he had that picture with him and that lady at some kind of ballroom dance, whatever the hell it is. But he had that same tuxedo on that he comes out here with his avatar picture. I'm like, oh my God. Like ZX, bruh. You took a picture that you use as your avatar and you put that shit and you're like, oh yeah, she's 65 years old and a 65-year-old woman, I could still get it and whoop de whoop. I'm like, oh my God, bro, you just basically lied on yourself. You give people more of a reason to you give more people a reason to roast you, gag you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you're pretty disrespectful. So if you take what I say wrong, too bad. Fuck it. Yes, yeah, did disrespect the lady. Bad, Joan. Bad. And I don't think that's cool. No lady, and I don't give a damn. People could call it a dog whistle. People could call it hating. People could call it whatever they want to call it. But I don't really think the B sector people should be in interaction with him a whole lot. Now I know what he's gonna say. Well, were you on the list? Oh, were you in the collage? Oh, I was just talking about the same people that you call ugly. It doesn't really matter. You could have said that, but you blanketed the whole beef sector. You didn't just do the collage. You literally said the women in the beef sector are mud ducks. You know what I mean? You really did. And it is what it is. I enjoyed the council. Oh, you did. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. The council was fun. Yeah, it was really fun. Like when we showed up, like when we were separate, and then we showed up, some deal with some things, and we invited y'all into the meetings and whatnot. I want to do the council again. So a couple people were annoyed about it or whatever, but everybody's not gonna love everything. I just more people loved it than they hated it. Did the old lady drop him? Host the chat. What's up, Pretty Black? How you doing? What's up, Terry? AI is his favorite standby. I know. Like Terry, it's kind of crazy. He probably goes out on dating sites and shit like that, and he doesn't get any notifications back that somebody liked him back or whatever the hell happens on dating sites, Facebook, whatever. He doesn't get the I liked you back or however that works. But yeah, if he doesn't get that for long enough, he will put together the AI video. I actually did a challenge against him one day. I said, show us any woman. I don't give a damn if it was a high school prom. I don't give a damn if it was a reunion. I don't give a damn what it is. Show us the picture with you next to a woman that we know has your back. You know what I'm saying? That really looked like a romantic situation, and we'll judge it from there or whatever. And I didn't even start that. He's the one that said, "Hey, I want all men to come out here and show a woman that's beautiful that really had interest in you." I'm like, what? Who doesn't have a fucking picture in 40 years of their life of you standing next to a woman that's your ex or whatever the hell she is? Come on now, stop it. Everybody knew that was his mouth was too perfect. Hey, but my thing is, don't you think it's funny though? Don't you think it's funny though that he tells on himself doing AI all of a sudden? Mimi, where the hell did you go? What the hell's going on out there? Damn it! You guys went over to Rodney's or some shit like that. Shout out to Rodney. I gave Rod. Oh, speaking of Rodney, I don't know if y'all remember the my idiocity. So I'm going to do it on my own panel as well. I did it on Lemon's panel. I'm going to do it on my own panel as well. Okay, so when RNY had that turn up panel, which was I felt bad for her for about 4 hours. You know, when Diva got dropped and VS got dropped at the same time, then they were brought back up, and then like basically it was like a woo bang like from hell. You know, I'm not just them, like everybody. Now, my dumbass, here I go, opening up my mouth like a dumbass and going after Rodney. Okay. And going after Rodney because there was a picture of me that was altered that made my head look big and all this other crazy shit. I know y'all remember part of this story, but here it is with me saying something publicly. Here we go. So he went under the picture that that was really jacked up of me or whatever, and he put some eyes in there, and I'm like, damn, like why would he go under something that makes me look crazy and put anything in there if he wants me to treat him a certain way? If he loses a mod stick or gets a mod stick, or if he's being trolled or not trolled, or wants to be safe in a channel, whatever it is. I actually looked inside of myself because I turn up that night way too much. Like when he came up, he actually apologized, like, "Hey, it wasn't a big deal." And here I go. It was a big deal. I don't know what the hell was going on with me that night, but I just picked a fight. And unfortunately, it could have been anybody. It wasn't even a personal thing against Rodney. I would have picked out anything because I was just in that turn up mood. I have no idea. But I did it on Lemon's Fan. I'll do it here. I do apologize, Rodney, for being turned up for absolutely no reason. You putting eyes below me. Was it a little bit shady? Sure. Do I think that you would have been upset with me if I did the same thing to you? Yeah. But do I think you would have handled it a little bit better than I did? Absolutely. I do think that you would have entertained the conversation and you would have said, hey, my bad. If you feel some type of way, I apologize, because you actually did apologize twice. But I was literally a little bit too immature to have that conversation. So I call myself immature, call myself everything you could possibly think of. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jasmine? And it's genuine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to call myself immature and all that other shit if I don't really mean the apology. So hopefully you accepted, Rodney, and hopefully we can move forward. Yeah, that took a little while to say that to you because I got pride. You know what I mean? I don't like to apologize or do any of that. But if you accept it, cool. If you don't, cool. But I gave you the public apology in two different platforms. All right. Just like the fable who said, and this is Sarkonos, my quote is over. Just like the fable who said the grapes were sour because he could not reach them. So yes, we are all ugly because nobody wants him. He looks like he smells a fist to me. So yeah, who gives a damn? Who gives a fuck? I love it. I think I said, what's up to Jasmine? How you doing? Let's see who else is in the building. Oh, Sulu, Cole. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Sulu, I'm glad that you're in the chat. I'm glad you're back. Hey, your chats at Levins are starting to get more funny and more funny. You are very, 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 very supportive, but you also keep order too. I think people miss that a little bit, where you're saying like, when you put like your caution signs in there saying we're going to deal with the commentary first, and XYZ, this particular subject matter right now, we can move forward along from here. Then you roll your eyes and shit like that. I think it's funny as hell, Sulu. So shout out to you. You're definitely you're not a mod, but you're one of my non-mod favorites, just like Mimi. Okay, I'm willing to admit that. Okay, you and Mimi are like my favorite non-mods. Hi, Miss Envy, enjoying the show. Oh boy, geez, I see what you got on there. I could make it even worse. The situation at hand. So anyway, with the 94 people in here, anybody have a problem? Anybody you had to step away? What I missed? Okay, Global Empire. To be honest with you, you didn't miss a lot. And I have absolutely no idea. Here's what I'm gonna do, right? And I always ask the people publicly. I don't give a damn. I'm going to I really respect Mo Betta's panels. So, and I respect her show, and I can't wait to see like who wins. And I love it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Right. Like it literally even cooking for myself and everything else. I wanted to make sure I was finished by the time that she has her show. But I probably will go on some panels. I probably will go on some panels because maybe I need to make myself content. Okay, so do y'all want? Okay, what would y'all respect more? All right, let me ask you this straight up: would y'all respect it more if I created a freaking fuss by being crazy on people's panels or whatever, and then having them talk about me, barely want me to hit their link, and then when I hit the link, they have a bad attitude because I acted like an ass on their panel or whatever. You want them people to hate me and then come over and hate watch to see what I'm going to say about it. Or we have another option. You guys want me to write a script? See, I don't know how to run a play. Like everybody does think I'm a play runner or whatever, but I could figure it out. You guys want me to script? You want me to write a script, create a storyline, some other bullshit in the sector so we could talk about something? I could do it. And I'll tell y'all that I'm doing. I always tell y'all when I'm gonna troll somebody. Usually in members only, but I've been doing it publicly from here on out. Or I've been doing it publicly lately. You should. I will tune in. I enjoy hearing our men get together and build. We definitely will. A global empire. That's one of the reasons why I. That's one of the reasons why I said that about Ghetto, because I want Ghetto and I to get on the same accord. But here's my thing. One thing that I think that was missed. I want y'all to tell me if I'm crazy or not, right? Um I am very comfortable with anybody's lifestyle. If you respect me, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like we know how to be in each other's spaces or whatever. But tell me if y'all think this is crazy. I want on the man's panel at least one man that lives a different lifestyle than I do, because I think that we miss the fact that they're still men just because they like the same sex. That doesn't change their gender. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change the fact that, they think a certain way. I think that'd be a little bit controversial for also a gay man to be on that panel that says, you know what? Hey, I agree with you guys. I don't agree with you guys. Here's how I look at things. Here's how I don't look at things. My thing is, I think that we make the mistake sometimes with these man panels, whatever, going after the most masculine, straight men in the sector. Like we all, I don't. Everybody knows I'm straight, masculine, bad boy, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't have to prove that to anybody. But what do y'all think about that? Hmm? I want you to buy me dinner. Oh my. Lolo wants dinner and coffee in the morning. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong, Sula? What's wrong? Did I say something crazy about that? I think that we should incorporate someone from a different lifestyle on a man's panel. I honestly, I'll never understand in my life why like the LGBTQIA community turns on themselves so fast. You know what I'm saying? If we're supposed to coexist, why don't we coexist on a man's panel? Why are we all straight? You know what I'm saying? And I don't even care if people say, "Oh, well, I envy wants to hang out with gay guys or whatever." No, I'm a content creator that wants different perspectives so that the people can look at shit and whatever they think on their minds. I want somebody to say, "Ooh, ah, wow," because what are you supposed to be in a small sector that is LGBTQIA friendly, and then we just assume that they can't have a conversation with straight dudes, and then straight dudes like me come out here and say, "Oh, I'm cool with everybody. I could talk to everybody," and I'm not gonna invite them to a man's round table. That's stupid to me. All right, it just is stupid to me. Let's see here. Sula, Kimberly. Let's see. Who do we got? Kimberly Black's in the building. What's up, Kimberly Black? Let's go. You said it would be it would give a broader perspective. Good afternoon, Envy in chat. All right, let me write that down as well. Broader perspective. Okay. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is like, okay, so we got the dime piece and we got the dime piece, and I don't know what to call the men, but I'll figure it out. We got the dime piece thing. All right. We got the man's panel. Okay, and you guys want the council back. All right. Glad I figured this all out. All right. So let me ask y'all a question. I heard, I heard on YTCs, right? I'm gonna do a prediction, another one. Let's draw out some more content here. I heard on YTCs that Lemon said that he's going to be professional. He wants to make people proud as a judge, right? Okay, cool. Do I believe him? Yeah, I actually do. The reason why is because I think that Lemon at this point wants to balance out his, I wouldn't say reputation. I would say the way he gives it up, the way he presents information. Like when he had the hot topics list, I personally think that was the best of Lemon. Like I wish he would go back to like the hot topics list, because no matter what the chaos is, we all love it. We're all there. If you love or hate him, don't lie. You're there. You watch the show. I don't care what anybody says. So basically, I really do think that Lemon wants to come out and show that he can actually not act like an ass every second of the day. So shout out to Lemon. We'll see. Now, the one thing, listen, we're gonna come back and talk about this probably tomorrow or Monday. But let's say Lemon's gonna do good. How do y'all feel about dragons? The reason why I say that is because Mo Betta made it very public that she has backup judges just in case. Now, when you pick your judges, which is risky with dragons, well, and Lemon said he's going to act professional. Fine, that's cool. I believe him. But the dragons part, oh my god! I mean, that's Jesus. Mm-mm-mm. That's a toss up. You can flip a coin on how dragons is going to act. So, can we say Mo Betta, is she going to have to use an alternate judge? Okay. That's something that we're going to be looking out for. I agree. I missed the hot topics. Yeah. And Sula, you were really good. You were really good at saying like things are getting a little off track. Like when I said you put the caution signs in there and stuff like that. I used to put in the chat, hey Sula, could you get this back together, whatever. And typically you did. Yep. The list, and you know what the list did? Hey Lee, I got you in just 1 second. Someone pissed in his Cheerios this morning. I got you, Lee. I just missed your comment, but I won't, I'm not ignoring you. Mimi, yes. The reason why, there's two reasons, right? And Lemon said it best. He said that he likes to leave cliffhangers. And one of the cliffhangers was, I know that him and Lady Nika had a situation where people were trying to say, hey, if she went over to Pizarro's to, support Pizarro and her channel, then is she against him? And then everybody was like, are you going to take her mod stick? 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 It was like, Jesus, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, please let it go. So my thing is with the list, within the chaos of things like that, there's not deflection. With that list, it was like boom. So what did Lemon say about the Lady Nika thing? He was like, oh yeah, I did say stay tuned. When people are like, are you going to take her mod stick? He definitely said, hey, stay tuned. Now people took that the wrong way. They thought that stay tuned means, well, he's going to do it publicly and he's going to make a spectacle of it, so on and so forth, right? So Lady Nika asked him directly, and he said, no, that's not, where it was going. And she was like, you know what? So there's no confusion and we don't have like a fallout or any issue in the beginning. Go ahead and take the wrench or whatever the case may be. Great. And now the only reason why I'm mentioning that is because that's what the hot topics list did. Now, don't or didn't y'all go to his community wall and look at his hot topic list, and that was the cliffhanger? Because he wants to put a cliffhanger out about something like Lady Nika's wrench, but that hot topics list was like, oh shit, ZX and B sector women, Indie and whatever. The five dimes, the gentleman, this and that, whatever. Like when he spoke on that, I don't care about the deflections because I feel like all that chaos, whatever on the channel, nobody cared about because they knew what they at least knew what they were gonna get out of the show and before the end of it, right? Because I heard him say a couple times that he is structured, even though people don't feel like he is. So I really think that, two things, if I was Lemon's therapist, I would say two things that you can do immediately is really, show Mo Better that respect, that be a good judge and do what you're supposed to do. And then also, if you say that you're structured and people want this hot list, I've heard week in and week out, everybody wants that back. Shout out to you. And nobody's going to think you're in jail and all that this time. That was just a rumor about your 60-day whatever, your 60-day community service. People thought you're in jail. You don't have to pop out and tell us you're not in jail. You said I'm hoping for the best but preparing for the worst. I got my fingers crossed that Mo Better will have an amazing show. I think Mo Better will have an amazing show no matter what, because as I said, Mo Better the other night, if you were there, watched the replay or whatever, little Mama Obama, Mo Better definitely put her foot down and said, we don't do that type of thing over here. So it is what it is. Living denounced Lady Nika, never. No. He won't denounce her. I wholeheartedly agree, little Mama Obama. Little Mama agrees. She deserves great comment. Oh yeah. And my thing is we need to send Mo Better into surgery the right way. And I said that the other night when I was on her panel. I said, "Hey, you came out to YouTube. Let's not lie to each other. YouTube is our extended family. You came out to YouTube, and we're a listening ear for you. We're trying to build you up, or we're supposed to build you up. We're supposed to reciprocate our friendship and things like that." And I was up there, and I said, "Listen, you wanted to bring it to us, so we're going to try to pour back into you, and we want you to have a good surgery. And at the same time, what are you going to be doing after surgery? You're going to be like resting, you're going to be lying down, you're going to be getting, as I said, getting your rest. And then what are you going to do during your rest? You're probably going to tune into us, which we should have that same energy about a successful surgery as we are hoping for a pre-successful surgery. Okay, so that's what I really, 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 really want people to pay attention. Or damn. Anyway, show is going to go on without a hitch. Oh yeah. It definitely is. It definitely is, Tiffany. Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna jump up there and act like a complete asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's see here. I think people who face chaos panels secretly love it. Channels who don't know how to shut it down. See, you're right. You're right. And as I said, like, do I like when my panel gets chaotic and stuff? Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. But all the time, no. And I hate for y'all to feel like you're gonna come here every day and hear me go through like I'm a substitute teacher. Hey, today we're gonna put this on I'm gonna tell my age, but on the letterhead, on the overhead projector. Remember when the teachers used to write with a what you call it, with a race, dry erase marker, and then put it on like the little overhead, and we looked at it. It was in 1K. or whatever, we're looking at this shit. I don't want to sound like that. I know I usually do because I have too much organizational skills and I'm institutionalized by corporate America. But hopefully you all get something out of it. I try to, go from the front to the middle to the back and, have a good show. Let's see here. All right. So last thing I have to say. All right. I'm going to skip the landlord audio thing. We don't give a shit. Okay. Lemon's response to Ness. What else did I say? Dime pieces. And we can call it the gentleman. I'm going to talk to certain dudes about having getting the council back together. And then on the circle of gentlemen, I'm not talking about the whole you're fine part, you're the best looking dude or whatever. But I think that a gay male would be a good addition because it's so stupid. We could sit here and assume how they feel. Like as a straight man, I could sit here and assume what their answers are going to be, how they feel, and all that until I get to know these people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be a good example. And I'm stepping forward. Don't care about the criticism. Don't care about nothing. I'm standing forward saying, I want to do a man's panel, but probably won't be motivated to do it without some diversity. Okay. And the ghetto thing, we'll see how ghetto reacts. And that's good. So, you guys got any questions? You guys have any concerns? You guys want me to tell you anything else? And Tiffany, I believe, hold on, Tiffany, real quick. I believe you answered me back. Hold on, hold on one second. Tiffany, what did you say? Tiffany. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see. Let me see what Tiffany said. Okay. YouTube. Okay. Tiffany said, "Oh, oh, oh, you shared me. Oh, okay. Okay. I appreciate that, Tiffany. You shared me. Also, check your community wall. Even after this show, I'll go under. Well, I didn't. I forgot. No, you're good, Tiffany. I will go under the same post. Okay, I'm not gonna like freaking drive you crazy on your post, but I'm trying to look at your channel right now. Hold on. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I'm gonna go under, and we will work on it from there. I got a really good idea, Tiffany, that will incorporate you into the idea that I have. That's literally the only reason why I reached out to you because I have an idea of something that we could do. We could do a show. But I'm gonna go ahead and put that under. I'll put my thing under the Mo Betta cocktails and conversation 2 weeks ago. I'll put that under there. What I want to do. Me personally, I do a whole lot in front of the scenes. Let me go see. Well, you don't have to go see yet. After the show, I'll put it under there. Wait, what? I forgot. No, I got you, Tiffany. It's literally putting a show together. That's it. Because just like RY has her, her co-host or whatever, to mix it up, give you guys different flavors. I'm gonna do the same. So Tiffany, as I said, I had a show in mind, but I'll put a little bit more details under that damn post. But anyway, all right. So I'm not going to sit here and regurgitate content all day and try to drag the show on for as many hours as I can just because 105 people are in here. Not going to drive that on. You should reach out to QB. He's funny and entertaining. Okay. All right, that's cool. I can do that. I can do that. But I'm gonna get us. Let's see, what time is it? Oh yeah. Let's see. When is Mo Betta's? Is it 6 or 7 Eastern Standard Time? Hold on. Let me see real quick. All right, let's see here. It is 7 o'clock. Okay, cool, perfect. All right, so I have a couple minutes. See y'all tonight. Appreciate you, Mimi, for coming, and we will definitely see you tonight. But anyway, I will see y'all at, as I said, 7 o'clock. Hopefully we can get crazy in there or whatever. I do want to see Sir King because Sir King actually does pride himself on that. I don't know if talent is involved. Talent prides himself on the AI music. I don't know where one of the ladies, I guess maybe she changed her name or whatever the case may be, because people were, questioning her about her AI skills and all that. See you later, Sulu. I appreciate you. Yeah, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that would be 3 o'clock. No, damn. It'd be 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We'll definitely be at Mo Betta's. But anyway, as I said, I really do appreciate you all. I'm going to, since I took a couple days off, I'll give you guys a live tomorrow. It might be members only based on what happens tonight, just because I tell y'all stuff before I tell the public. But anyway, have a good day. I will see you tonight at Mo Betta's, and let's get our shit off, okay? Everybody go there with a good attitude, and I'm not going to bring some of this mess over there that I bring. Usually I have Mo 3 get us up out of here, but let's go ahead and let Polar get us up out of here, because literally back then in the Mo 3 sector, this was probably 6 years ago, somewhere around there, these were our rules. And I wish the other sectors would embrace these rules, especially the B sector, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be like Sean G in this bitch. All right. Or DG. We got to get his ass back over here to the B sector. But here's Polar. I'll holler at y'all. I'm not coming back. I'll see you at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at Mo Betta's. Y'all have a good day.
I would troll and I would talk shit and I do stuff like that. But it wasn't on the level of talking about people's lifestyles. We weren't talking about how people was how they was brought up. We wasn't talking about how people was raising their kids. We wasn't talking about none of that type of shit. It was just people on the panel talking about other people's ideas on topics, and the shit would get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? The shit would get unreal, dog. And it was shit that I had never